The deal. What is the deal? What's the deal with boxing talk? Huh? What is the deal? Alright, what up? Yeah, I know we're in August, man. Shit stresses me out. I hate the first. Rent's due. I hate the first. What up, D-Wayne? I hate the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. It's the first of the month. You young kids know that song? Probably not. Wake up, wake up. You're at work? Wow. What do you do at work? What's your 16-year-old behind do for work? Talk to me. You know what's funny? Shaq just started following me. Isn't that weird? Literally. Look, 5 hours ago he started following me. Even though I've known him now for like fucking 6 months, maybe. He just started. This game is weird. I didn't even know he knew who I was. He messaged me one day, but he wasn't even following me. Isn't that weird? Whatever. Not like that's my man. Like I met him in person. I talked to him. We text each other, but he didn't follow me. That just shows you like, and not on purpose, obviously. It shows me like I'd be like shit. Crawford knew who I was. He doesn't follow me. So Bone Thugs. Yep. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Cash register? Where? Cash register? What place? You at a Walmart? What are you doing? You at a local like grocery store? What are you doing here? What up, Mike? How we doing? I feel mad, like groggy today. I think it's the weather. The it's cool today. It's only 6. It's not very warm. It's cloudy. Publix, okay. Smoker music? Yeah. Well, usually I go on Ness's show, but he's not live. So I decided to go on my own. Miss Diabolical. What's up? There's no way that's you're really a real person, but either way, hello. Nah. I mean, for enough money, I would. For enough Skrilla. I'd do it for enough Skrilla. You know what I'm saying? Enough cheese, cake, papes. And myself. I have confidence in myself. I just don't think you are the woman in that picture. Matter of fact, you're not even a woman. So, you know. But if you are, apologies, but I doubt it. Boxing channels aren't exactly the places for women. No disrespect to Kalia and all the other girls. What's up, gang? Put your shirt on, man. Trying to make me look bad? Ryan got on from that TBV slot time. What you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. If I got paid enough, I do an exhibition. She catfish? You mean he's a catfish? Yes, he is. That's probably the same dude who comes in here asking us all to clap his cheeks, pretending to be like Devin Haney and BF. So that's probably who that is. He's funny. Yo, ball out. Where are you from again? You're like a younger dude, right? If I remember correctly. Mixtape fire. Damn. The AN1 mixtapes. Crazy how big that got. Just took a bunch of dudes breaking ankles on the schoolyards and put music over it, and it became huge. What the fuck is going on here? What up, Mac? Cute dog. A Rottweiler. Or as Biggie called him, a Ritwiller. Cali. So it's early over there. Well, 8. Not that early, but early-ish. I feel you. 19. I knew you were young. I remember that. That's cool. Good for you. Enjoy your youth. Ryan doing his live from 6. Ryan who? Garcia? Ryan's on a live right now? Let's see. Is that true? YouTube, Ryan Garcia. Let's see. 1 million followers. That's a lot of followers. Wow. Nah, it doesn't show that he's live. He doesn't go live. Nah, he doesn't go live on YouTube. Maybe on Instagram. Let's see. Instagram. Nah, that's not showing he's live either. I don't know what you're talking about. Ness traveling to Border Wars. Okay. Well, I shall benefit. I shall reap the rewards of him not being live. Alberto's idea of a league is ring boys instead of ring girls. Oh, she's on Alberto. What Alberto did to you? Clarissa, did he do something? Ryan from the 6? You mean, oh, Canadian Ryan. Okay, well, good for him. I'm not asleep. You said Ryan. Why the fuck would you bring up that other Ryan? That doesn't make any sense. Like, Ryan's cool, but he doesn't have, like, mad followers. Doesn't make any sense. I'm all right. Nah, man, I do both. I do both. Alberto from day one called me a man. That's a good point. We all know you're not a man, though, Clarissa. First off, we heard your voice. Secondly, the way you talk. Anybody with any brains knows you're not a man. Yeah. He from TBV. Okay. What's up, Mo? Up early?
What's good, man? Yeah, I'm back at it. I'm back at it on the morning shift. So
Damn, you back at the gas meters?
I'm back at the gas meters, man. Shutting them off, turning them on, building them, unbuilding them, and everything in between.
At least it gives you purpose.
It definitely does, dude. It's very rewarding, to be honest with you. I'd rather be doing this than fucking slamming keys on a keyboard for some big corporation to take someone else's job. So
I'm with you. I think getting out, doing shit. You ever see the movie Office Space?
Yes, that is precisely that. Actually, that movie. It's funny you say that. That movie that takes place. It's supposed to take place like 20 minutes away from me. So,
oh, really? It's filmed in Texas, though.
Oh yeah. But I mean, like where that, like the offices that look exactly like that. All of that culture, all that shit is like
Silicon
right
Valley.
here.
So
it's precisely that. It's
right.
Exactly Silicon Valley. Yeah.
But at the very end, he gets his job outside doing construction, and he goes, what could be better? Get a little exercise out in nature, make some money. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes that's a little better than just sitting in an office and just,
That's kind of the deal, man. Me personally, I've never had an office job or a desk job or anything like that. So
yeah, I've never had a desk cubicle job. Prime Tyson stops Usyk. Of course he does. Of course he does, because he negates Usyk's biggest advantage, which is his foot speed. Tyson's foot speed is better, way better. But Tyson's a rare, he's a unicorn in terms of head movement and foot speed at heavyweight. What's going on here? You even talk like a guy. Come on. Girls don't sit there and call gay people. Oh, he said guy. I read wrong. Never mind. Gay guy. One letter off. Look the same. Looks like he's a low-key bedroom bully. I don't even know what that means. What the fuck's a bedroom bully? Like a dominant dude or something? I don't even know what that means. I like sleeping in the bedroom, I'll tell you that. Yeah, link is there. Anybody? Oh, why did it do this? Look at that. It has my old. Let me fix it. See how now my shit's at the bottom? I don't know why it does that. Let me fix it. There we go. Annoying. Let's do it. Damn right. Tyson, a unicorn in his prime. I've been saying that, David, for years. His prime was done at 23. Whatever the Frank Bruno fight was, that was his fucking. That was the downfall of his prime. Alberto's not even in here, of course. So he is looking for Johnny.
Yeah, last night after you went offline, I jumped over to Johnny's to see what was cracking. Mm-hmm. Alberto started giving me shit like, "Why aren't you over here supporting Johnny?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, bro."
Wow, what a dipshit. I don't know. I think ever since like the thing with CJ, he got that whole thing, and it was like, maybe he didn't say anything about CJ's mom. Maybe CJ overreacted, but Alberto was so like trolly up to that point. You know what I mean? Like he was just to calling people pedophiles and saying they're in jail and just saying all this crazy shit. And it's like, what's wrong with you? Tyson was done because of personal problems. Yeah. Miss Diabolical, he's back.
Well, let me ask you something about that, Marco. Now, when you say his prime was over, see, when I say a fighter's in their prime, I mean their peak physicality, like their athletic attributes, their timing, their speed, their reflexes. When you say their prime, what do you mean that when you talk about Tyson? What do you mean?
Prime. So what drives the ship? This. Your mental drives the ship. So even though you might have peak physical talents, if what's driving the ship is asleep or drunk behind the wheel or on their cell phone, the car is going to crash. So to me, it's mental. It's mental. Look at somebody like Bernard Hopkins and Floyd. Yeah, they slow down, but this was still sharp. So to me, the peak has to be a mix of both. Right? And sometimes it could just be this, because we all saw Floyd slow down. We all saw Hopkins slow down, a lot of these other guys, George Foreman. So I think it's a mix of both. That's, to me, what has to be the peak. But you can't just be physical, because a lot of guys, like Mike Tyson's a perfect example. Nobody loses their physical peak at 23. Like, you're good until 29, 30 minimum. But his was done because of his mental. So that's what I look at. Alberto at Ryan's stream. Johnny jumped on. Oh, Ryan's stream is gone. Yeah, Alberto hates us over here. Prime doesn't mean peak. Tyson style for heavyweight isn't. By the way, Clarissa, you back? You back in the States? Prime Tyson style for heavyweight isn't meant to last long. I mean, anybody who's fought that style, and those of you know, I actually fought that style under Kevin Rooney. That shit is a very difficult style to maintain. You know what I mean? It's very physically draining. Physically, it wears you down. I mean, it's constant pressure, constant throwing punches, constant moving forward. Shit is physically and mentally very draining. I don't know what's happening here, but I'm at the airport. Are you coming back? Are you at the airport in America or at the airport in where are you, Costa Rica? D'Amato might have been able to keep Mike mentally strong. That is true. That is true. He would have, maybe. But, you know, all teenagers at one point rebel against their authority figures. So maybe Tyson would have had that point in him where he was just like, fuck you, dad. You know, who knows? Nah. Garcia, you are bugging. That would have been an amazing fight, but Tyson was David Tua on steroids. Tyson was if David Tua got bit by a radioactive spider, that'd be Tyson. Tyson is if David Tua was at that museum and walked into that gamma ray chamber. That is Tyson. Nah. And remember, you're crazy. Great, it would be a great fight. Airport in Honduras. Thought you were in fucking Costa Rica. Back to the motherland? Too fast, too strong, too adroit. Mo can break down what the word adroit means. I'm sure he knows. Just too much everything. We need a Caballel versus Aituama winner. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, Clarissa. On roids with a radioactive spider bite in a gamma ray chamber. And whatever else happened to Wolverine there. Jesus Christ. So you don't have kids, do you, Clarissa? I don't think you do. I don't remember, though. Except Tua had a chin. Come on. Mike didn't have a chin? Mike Tyson didn't have a chin. Is you bugging? Mike Tyson.
Tyson ate some crazy shots from like Razor Ruddock. Even Bone Crusher Smith hit him with tons of shots. Holyfield too.
Think about I just went high. Think about the 2 times he got knocked out in the beginning. Buster, Holyfield. How many times did they hammer his ass before he finally dropped? Like, it was Buster Douglas hit him with ridiculous. This is a 6'4", 240-pound dude, just crashing on him. He has a chin. Yes, I do. I have family in all these countries. Yes, you do what? Kids? I don't know what the yes, I do means. I know you have family there. You told us you're all these things, but I didn't know you. Yes, you do in terms of the children. They with you? Slow Bayel versus low energy Aituama is a good fight. Wow. Haterade. No, he got TKO'd to and never did. You know, I got to say, you do have a point because Tua was in there with Lennox Lewis. Well, let's see. Okay, let's see. Because I don't really remember. Tua was in there with Lennox Lewis, which that alone you might win the argument there. But who else was he in there with that he didn't get knocked out, that he lost? Let's see the losses. Alexander Ustinov, don't even know who that is. Monty Barrett beat him. Oh, okay. Did Chris Bird beat him? Lennox. Let's see. Obed Sullivan. Oh, Ike Ibiabuchi. Duh. Hasim Rahman. Okay. So if you compare Ibiabuchi, Hasim, Michael Moore, he knocked Moore out cold. Does that still compare though to Holyfield and Buster Douglas? Yeah, I guess it does. All right, all right, so David, you might have a point. He had a better chin than Tyson, but Tyson still wasn't chinny, is my point. Tyson had a great chin. That's the point. Tyson hate will not prosper in my presence. CJ rejects the Tyson hate. Yes, I have kids. 2 kids. Oh, 2. I have 2 as well. Do you have any girls? Are they as sarcastic as you? Because you probably butt head with your daughter if she's like you. Shit's probably hilarious to listen to. Tua fought that psycho Ike. I know. I just said that. Yeah. Tua might have the best chin of all time, considering his size. But see, he was short, 5'10", which is Mike Tyson's height, by the way. But he was naturally a big dude. Like, yeah, he looked a little heavy, but he was probably naturally like Mike Tyson's weight. He fought at like 240, I believe, but he could have dropped 20, 30 pounds and been at like 220. Oh, I thought you said he was chin. You said he had a better chin. Okay, you might have a point. See, it's okay when I'm wrong. What's the word, Mikhail? Mikhail, I could have swore you were like shitting on me at TBV, but I wasn't sure if you were talking to me. The other day, you said some shit, and I saw it, and I'm like, is he shitting on me? It looked like you were shitting on me, but maybe you were talking to somebody else, or I read it wrong. I don't know. I wouldn't think you would shit on me, but who knows? Yeah, nah. Usyk would have a lot of problems with somebody with fast feet, right? With like Tyson. Because, Usyk teleports around people like Nightcrawler, like in that Loma shit, angles, like a Manny Pacquiao. But Mike, I mean, Kevin taught me, we called them springs, where you spring to the side. We call them twists. So you spring to the side like this, and then you twist like this, right? So if you see this, just a twist, boom, it fucks up the opponent. Then you come up with uppercuts. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest little thing. But if I'm in front of you and I just pick up my feet, jump, and land like this, boom, he would do that. Or he would do the spring where he took his lead leg and sprung forward, and he would end up like this, like on the side, just like it is on the camera. So he did those things. I don't know what Usyk would do with that. And he did it unbelievably fast. So.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Marco, because I remember, I think it was in the Tony Tucker fight where finally Tyson fought somebody who was like his size and somebody who also had fast feet and fast hands. So instead of trying to fight on the outside and then forcing Tyson to come in like a lot of those other big guys would do, this dude was all up in his grill, dodging punches, slipping punches, and cutting angles and doing all that shit too, smothering Tyson's punches. And then I remember, I think it was like in the fourth round, Tyson backs him up on the ropes and he's doing his shuffling, he's slipping punches, doing everything right. And then all of a sudden, Tyson, you could see it in his face. He just, bam, shifts it into second gear and did exactly what you just said, and sprung to the left, bam, uppercut, and the dude was out cold.
We used to, if any of you see Tyson's old training videos, you ever see those where there's it's a string and it's a little bag filled with sand, looks like a ball, and we would throw them, and then we would just and we would go back and forth, and then you'd end up being able to, like, without even looking, going back, and the ball would never hit you either way, boom boom under, and we would do that shit for hours at Kevin's. It was on this little part of the gym where there's like a little platform. It's funny, man. It's like historic shit, and I didn't realize it at the time. And then over the years, whenever people would hear that I lived and trained up there, they would get like, "Whoa!" And I didn't hit me the gravity of what I was doing. So I was only 15 when I went up there. I was a prodigy. And funny because I was 185, 88 pounds at 15. I was 5'11", my height now. So everybody thought I was going to be like, I mean, right? If you think about that, if you're 188 at 15 and 5'11", yeah, you're going to be 6'2", 6'3". And back then, that was a big heavyweight in the 90s. 6'2" was 6'3" was big, or at least, but I never fucking grew. I never grew an inch, and I just slimmed down. And I ended up fighting at middleweight. That's why, like, you never can tell people. Like, my son is really big now, but I'm like, I wonder if he has that gene in me. I mean, he's way more jacked than I was, but he's big, so. Usyk is the GOAT. We know you. You must be Ukrainian. I'm Ukrainian. I don't even believe that. I got Usyk beating all the 90s heavyweights, including Lennox Slowis. All right, the contrarian. Those of you who don't know, this guy, this guy's like the American version of pot stirring Jay. That's what he likes doing. He likes stirring pots. Come on. Lennox Lewis would fucking harpoon Usyk with that straight right hand. I think Lennox would beat the shit out of Usyk. I think Lennox would definitely be able to hit him repeatedly because Lennox had great precision, good speed. He kept his, he was like, his range was Pythagoras level, the kind of distance and range he calculated. So, nah. Lennox is not the GOAT, but he's one of them. Arguably, he's in my top 5. I got him over Ali. I know people think I'm crazy, but that's okay. But again, 1966 Ali, maybe not. The majority of Ali's career, he was that like slightly chubby, slow dude who threw wide whipping punches, who would land the ropes and let people just batter him like a mozzarella stick. So to me, I mean, he would end up winning most of those fights, but I don't know. TCP must be on PCP. I like that. I don't think Usyk gets through Lennox jab. Nope. Or the right hand. Shit. Klitschko might have been able to beat fucking Usyk with that distance and that 1-2 and that holding. Usyk lost. I'm with you, Clarissa. I thought he lost the first fight to Fury, even though he had an amazing, 8th or 9th round. Up to that point, I gave Usyk the first 2 rounds, and Fury washed him for 4 or 5 in a row, hurting him to the body, to the head. Then he got caught. And then they split the rest of the rounds. Kind of like, I remember Usyk winning the 12th. Fury winning the last round. Yeah, well, they might fight a third. Bowie 92 nicks the shit out of Usyk. Bowie 92 kicks the shit out of Usyk. Jesus. Learn how to fucking write, Irishman. Riddick Bowe in 92 beats Usyk. He had problems with Holyfield. And Usyk's better version of Holyfield. Kind of. No? You bugging. You bugging over there in California. You're California bugging. Nah, I shouldn't have been stopped. I mean, you know what? Let's be fair. There's an argument for stopping, or at least starting to count that first Usyk Fury fight. There's an argument for that, but that's what they did. When he finally fell into the ropes, it was ruled a knockdown. And what happened? Fury was fucking fine. So I think they did the right thing. You could also argue that when Fury went down against Wilder, that first fight, he could have waved it off. The motherfucker was just out. But then he just, that's why you count sometimes. Marco, you got your contacts in today? Contacts in. Contacts. What's that called? Palindrome? No. What's that called when a word spelled the same way, pronounced the same way, but means 2 different things? Contacts, like people in my phone who I call, or contact, like my eyelid, like for eyeballs.
That's not a palindrome. I think a palindrome is a word that's spelled that means the same thing, or spelled the same thing if you put it backwards.
Yes, exactly. So what the hell is it called when words are spelled and pronounced the same way but have 2 different meanings? It's called something. I forget. Tyson Fury would have beat him if he wasn't playing so much in the beginning of the fight. Yes. But Usyk was attacking. And Fury was just kept backing up in the beginning of that fight. It was so stupid. I didn't get it.
Playing is a crazy way of saying boxing, and that's what he was doing, and I think it was working for the most part.
First 2 rounds, he kept just backing up and letting Usyk attack him, and Usyk was hitting him. That's what I didn't get. He was just letting Usyk come forward, and he was just, he didn't put any forward energy into it until probably round 3. It's called English. We speak English. Fury lost that first Wilder fight. I don't care what anybody says. I have eyes. I know what I saw. That count was slow as fuck. You're one of those, Mikhail. You're one of those. So you think Tyson also you think Tyson also beat Buster Douglas? Because based on that, you should think that Buster Douglas should have lost to Tyson. See, Mikhail, as a fighter yourself, you know one thing. Whose count are you following? Are you following what the ref's saying to you? Or are you, as soon as you hit the ground, you thinking in your head, 1, 2, 3. No, you're looking at the ref who's in your face going, right? If you're doing that, which is what you're supposed to do, no, he did not lose. Dudes have to follow the ref's count. Simple and plain. He did fuck. Did he fuck lose? Ew. Look at the count with your ears, huh? These fights are why boxing needs a knockdown clock. Well, they have a knockdown clock. Not a clock. That usually goes over the loudspeaker. 1, 2, and then the referee's supposed to pick up that one, right? The timekeepers count. But they don't always do that. The referee against Tyson and Douglas did not pick up the timekeepers count. Did his own count. But why that doesn't matter to me is because James Buster Douglas, at the count of around 4, looked up at the ref and was clearly fine. Even almost got up and then stopped because he was waiting. You know, you want to get as much time as you can to rest. Howard Roy Jones in his peak form, moving up against undisputed cruiserweight like Usyk. Ugh. Shit. I don't know. I think he'd be way too fast for Usyk, but what if he got hit with some of those, you know, Usyk times shit with Rolex precision. So what if he got walked into one of those timed fucking wallops? I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Don't show. Don't care about what's going on in the hood. What's that from? CJ knows that one. All right. What else we got? Open your fucking ears. All right, let's do it. Let's do that one. See, they changed up my soundboard the way it looks. So sometimes it's hard to find these fucking things now.
Open your fucking ears, jackass. Open your fucking ears, jackass.
There we go. So you're telling me Buster Douglas and Fury count was the same. Fury didn't even try to get up till 9. There's no way you're still on the ground at 9 and making unless the ref lets you slide. I mean, come on. We're talking fractions of a second here. Maybe you're right, but come on. Like, come on. The dude got up close enough. You just, it seems like you're just what's that saying, Mo? Grasping at straws or whatever. What's it called? I can't think of it. Whatever it is.
Nitpicking,
yeah. Like, yeah, okay, you might have a slight point, but it's a very close call. You're making it seem like it was this outrageous, like the Pernell Chavez decision. Like, oh my, like, come on. Like, the shit is, yeah, you have a slight argument, but it's not like a obvious, clear, like, I wouldn't have argued that much either if the ref would have waved that off when Fury fell down like that. I think a lot of us would have been okay with it. If the ref would have just waved it off at like the count of 4, and then we didn't, and I don't think any of us would have been that fucking upset, especially given Wilder's past of knocking people out, because that was when he was still undefeated. Oh, wow, David, you're such a douchebag. Okay, well, at least you triggered.
I must have forgot.
Boys to Men? What? Strave. Rob, thank you for looking up Bulgarian. Appreciate it. Usyk literally took out the previous era of heavyweight boxing except Wilder, AJ Fury, and even the upcomer duo. Yeah, no, I know. Did Haney and Norman ever work out the VADA testing problem they were having? I think Norman is on the 24/7 testing now. So splitting hairs. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you. What did I say? Grasping straws? Yeah. People forgetting Usyk barely beat Derek Chisora. He barely beat AJ the second time, too. But he did. Barely beat Usyk both times. Arguably didn't beat Usyk both times. Weakest champ, Rolly. What's up, Jeff? Where you been, man? Long time no see. Splitting atoms, nah. Splitting atoms, my dear, is what causes nuclear bombs. Do you guys know that? That's what causes a nuclear bomb. Somehow the atom gets split in half. And boom. Word. Champy, what up? Barrios? Nah, I think Rolly's worse. I believe Rolly is worse. Like, he only has a belt because Ryan refused to throw punches. Refused to throw punches. And had, I mean, his could have very well had a, I mean, his hand had surgery on it right after, so you do the math. Yeah, Rolly's a, I mean, even Barroso would have been a more honorable champ because at least he has mad power. Like Rolly has power, but Barroso's power is wild. Rolly beats Barrios? Nah. Barrios will box Rolly's ears off. Barrios has too much size and patience. I don't know who main source is. Sounds like a hip hop artist though. Splitting atoms. That's dope. That's insinuating that he's blowing shit up. You say that around here in Connecticut, you get cops at your house though. What up, Jay Grant? What is that picture? Missing person. Didn't he get fired from? Ah, ¿qué pasa, papá? ¿Qué pasa, papá? ¿Está bien? Ah, mucho gusto. What is tu sabe? What's that mean? Dominicans say that shit all the time.
That means you know, and I'm guessing what they mean is like you know how it is, like you know.
They say que lo que, which means like how you doing, right? And then they say tu sabe. Look, so how you doing? You know how it is, like that kind of thing, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay. Barrios versus Rolly, kind of interesting fight. He beat my Wilder? You mean Mikhail's Wilder? I used to love Wilder actually until how he handled those losses to Fury. That really left a sour taste in my mouth. But I used to love. I mean, how do you not love a guy who's knocking everybody out with one punch, has mad like energy in the ring, gets, how do you not? And he was a great champion up until he faced adversity. He was very humble. He handled things great. But as soon as he lost, he just couldn't take it. Remember the song Looking Out the Front Door? Nope. Champy, Dominican? 2 draws for title defenses, and we're talking about his size. 2 draws. About who? Oh, Barrios.
He's talking about Barrios. Yeah, I hate how in fashion it is to shit on Barrios when he's just a really good fighter who's just out of his prime. Like, I'm sorry, guys, not every world class athlete is Floyd and Bernard Hopkins or Bud Crawford. Some guys, it's just genetics, bro. You hit 32 and you hit that wall and you're done. Like, yeah. It's okay. He was in a lot of tough wars. He was a good fighter and he's on his way out now. He's not a shitty fighter. He's just not what he once was.
Exactly. I said previous era, he beat 3 losses Wilder. Okay. What's up, Felix? Deontay Wilder when he banged his bro's wife. That's what the rumor was. It's looking out the back. Huh? It's looking out the back door. What's this Irish guy talking about? What the fuck?
That's a country song from Creedence Clearwater Revival. It's like an old hippie band from Berkeley, California. You've heard that song before. You would just don't know that you heard it. So like if I played it for you right now, you'd be like, oh, I know that song.
Okay. No one is shitting on him. No one said he's a bad fighter, but he is babysitting a belt. You are talking about him being champion. Thank you for making my point for me. Who? Barrios? I believe he's talking about Barrios.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he beats Rolly. No? I mean, shit.
I mean, I don't know if that's not shitting on him. I don't know what is shitting on him. I mean, was Boots babysitting the IBF belt? Was Norman babysitting the belt? Is Rolly babysitting the belt? Is Xander Zayas babysitting the belt? Like, if that's the case, then a lot of people are babysitting the belt. The only thing is, I didn't hear people saying that about them. It's just because it's Barrios for some reason. It's okay to shit on him. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got it.
You got it. Big up to CJ. You got it. Y'all got. He says, "Yeah, you got it or y'all got it." That's his big one. Y'all got it. Barrios is champ level, but he's lower level champ. That don't mean he a bum. I mean, he drew with Pacquiao. What was his fight before that?
Was it Abel Ramos?
Let's see. Barrios. I don't even fucking remember. He's out of his prime for sure. I know he's only like whatever he is, 34 or whatever, but how old is he? 30. He's only 30. Wow. Wow, he's only 30. Abel Ramos, yes, draw. And he beat.
He was a tough guy. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Manny Pacquiao is literally a living legend. Drawing with a living legend is not the worst thing to do in the world. I mean, Thurman lost to him, so there's worse things could happen.
Right. His only two losses are to Keith Thurman and Tank. How he made 140 against Tank, I don't know. But he did. He beat Ugas. You beat him. Like blowout. I don't know who this Fabian Maidana the guy is, but he beat him. Maybe Abel. And then Pacquiao. Yeah. Shit. I think he's a pretty good fighter, to be honest with you guys. I think he's 6 feet. I thought he was 5'10". He's tall. Super tall. Barrios is amazing. He's a great champion. What's his next fight? Sarcasm. Pac is a living fossil. Yeah, he clearly was a shell of himself, Pacquiao. Wouldn't we say? Like a shell of himself.
Yeah, but you're talking about a guy whose entire career was characterized by his explosiveness, his foot speed, the type of things that you see from young fighters. And it's always the smaller guys south of middleweight are always the ones who age out first because that's all the stuff that leaves them.
You're right. You were absolutely correct. If you don't know Barrios and Zurdo had belts and just went off the eye test, you think, who are these both bums? No, not bums. No, Brian Norman would give Barrios a lot of problems. That power. A lot of problems.
I don't want to see him fight again either. I think he should retire because I think he's spent. I'd hate to see a fighter like Barrios, who was a good fighter in his prime, go out the hard way.
Yeah, and really, I mean, besides Tank whooping him, why did he decline so quickly? You know, and he was beating Tank, I thought, up until he wasn't.
I agree. I was like, damn. I remember when the fight happened, I didn't watch it live. I saw the playback, and I just remember everybody shitting on Barrios, and I'm like, I started watching the fight. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? He's doing great. Like he's beating him. What? And then at a certain point, you see, and this is a mark of a great fighter. You see Tank change gears, and then the tide of the fight completely changed. And then he was putting it on him, and he knocked him out. I mean, he just, the kid was spent. He was too tired to fight the full fight, and he paid for it. Got knocked the fuck out.
True.
Yeah, being dehydrated and then getting brutally knocked out is really bad for your health, guys. I don't know if you know this.
Of course. I'm overestimating him? How so? Tell me. His coach was begging him to just let his hands go. Frustrating fight. Yeah, they both weren't doing shit. Boring fight, really. Sasaki. Okay. Well, nobody's talking about Sasaki. He was giving Tank. Yeah, he was beating Tank, wasn't he? I believe. Matter of fact, let's look that up. I believe he was ahead on the scorecards at the time of the stoppage. No?
He was ahead on my scorecards.
I believe he was. Let's see. Officially. I believe he was. Okay, Javante Davis. Score. Here we go. The time of the stoppage. The fans had it. Barrios down 2 points. The fans. Oh no. What the fuck? He was behind. On everybody's score. Matter of fact, one of the judges had it 91-97 for Tank.
That's hilarious.
92-90, and the other ones had it 92-96, both for Tank.
Yeah, they definitely would have let Tank take a knee. They would have let him have a coffee break in the corner.
Wow.
They would have let him check the weather.
Crazy, right? Now we go into fan scores. Wait, how do you know? I don't know how to read this fucking thing. This thing on. Oh, they had all of it here. Okay, 90. Yeah, 90. So the professional officials, I don't know what that means, had it a draw at the time of the stoppage, and then the fans had it very close, but Tank ahead by a little bit. But the judges had it way ahead. Wow. Crazy. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't remember it that way, but whatever. HLD. Tank gets the PBC special treatment. I suppose those judges were smoking. So are the fans too, apparently. Because it lets people come in and judge it after the fact, like we're doing. And they also believe Tank like mesmerizes people, I feel like. Yep, I'm with you, Mikhail. I'm with you. That's what I thought. But
I think the thing about Barrios that troubles me is not so much people shitting on him, but people pretending like he was never any good. Like there's a difference between shitting on a guy, or rather, there's a difference between a guy who was good, who's no longer good and fell off, and a guy who was just never that good. You know what I mean? Like Conor Ben was never technically that good. So
I think really, I think Conor Ben's pretty good. What don't you like about him?
I think he's just a crude puncher, just like his dad was. And that's fine. Like, hey, if you like crude punchers, that's awesome. I love it. I'm just saying I don't think Conor Ben could go kick Tank's ass for 6 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has the technical ability to do that.
I love how people say respectfully and then go disrespect somebody. Respectfully. Barrios is a big steaming pile of shit. Nice. No Barrios disrespect in this chat. Mr. Howard, take that back. Oh, Kyle's being very, very sarcastic with you. Crawford will beat Canelo, and I'm going to laugh at you. Okay. Conor Ben not beating Shakur. Probably not, but if Shakur gets hit with one of those fucking shots. What up, Z Pacino? Quinn. What up, Quinn? Ben is really skillful. I just think people forget what he's like at his actual weight. Let's not forget Barrios' best win was at 37 years old. Ugas coming off of... Okay. Canelo's going to decapitate Kendrick Crawford. Is that racist? I feel like that's racist.
No. Crawford, I think, was at a UFC event, and they put the Chiron on him like as a
And they
celeb
called him
popping,
Kendrick Lamar.
and
Yeah,
they
I remember
called
that.
him Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I remember that. That's funny. I remember when Joe Frazier died, the New York Post had a picture of Foreman.
God damn, man.
Yeah, like a big front page. It was hilarious. We were like, what the fuck? Like Joe Frazier dies and Foreman's like this. Like it was a picture of old Foreman too, like with the second coming. Yeah.
Picture of Foreman with a grill and everything.
It was
Jesus.
hilarious. No, it was him in the ring, I believe. It was a picture of him in the ring, but it was like I wish I could find that. It might have not been the Post, might have been the Time. It was a New York publication though. Yeah, that was funny. Connor Bennett's a dog. He's superly skillful. Fuck no, but he is explosive and confident.
Just like his daddy.
His daddy was a monster. I think the only way Crawford wins is if he moves around a lot and makes it boring. Okay. He's a dog, but he's not stupid. I was Team Bud, but he's too much of a snob. He don't sign autographs for fans. I'm telling you, I met him and he was not warm and cuddly at all.
Yeah, every time I've seen him at fights, he's
Mhm.
not been the most friendliest guys with fans. But hey, man, that's okay. Like I get it.
Like, what do you see? How is he?
He always just looks and comes off super curmudgeonly, which is, I mean, that's just his attitude. Like I think people misunderstand about Crawford is like he for real is just a street dude who just happened to be able to kick people's asses, and he's we all got issues, man. This is boxing. Like I don't expect world class boxers to be the most cuddly, friendliest guys, right? They can't all be Tito Trinidad. Like every time I've seen Tito Trinidad as a fight, I remember I saw him at the Matias Paro fight. This dude, if everybody in the arena would have lined up to take a picture, he would have taken a picture with every single kid, mother. He would have been kissing babies. That motherfucker is like a real people's champion type of guy.
So
But
break it down.
I mean, I don't know.
Mikhail says we don't get it. So break it down. Talk to us. Tell us what it is. If we were to listen to WZ, yeah, I mean, yeah. Some guys just, and I get it. Everybody has bad days, but I've heard with him, it's not a bad, like just how he is, And again, with me, I got that similarly. It was more when we were leaving, when I was like, he came up to like Shaq and he gave Shaq a pound, and I was with Shaq, and he just kind of looked at me and walked away. Like he looked at me for a second too, and then instead of saying goodbye to me too, he just walked away. Almost like, I'm not saying, it was almost like intentional. But again, who am I? Like it might not be personal at all. It probably wasn't. But he said he knew me and stuff, so he was being okay. So it wasn't that bad, but definitely, yeah, it wasn't a very warm kind of person. But who the fuck knows? What up, Benitez?
I mean, the way I look at it is like, like the motherfucker got shot in the head, right? Like no one shoots at you because you're out doing nice, good stuff. So I don't hold that against him. Like, it's funny because when you see on his Instagram and on his stories and stuff, he seems like a big ass kid. Like he's always like wrestling around or like joking around and stuff like that.
It's
I
not
think it's just a
joking,
matter
though.
of like,
It's if
well,
you
no,
look
I
at
just
it,
mean like with people that he knows,
but
like
if you
that
look
slap
at it,
thing,
but Mo, if you look at it, everything he's doing, and I know this because I used to be like this, is him exerting his dominance over people. Even if it's playful, it's always him exerting his dominance. Do you ever see him posting anything where somebody's dominating him or fucking with him? I'm just saying. Look at it carefully. It's always him exerting his dominance. Always, even if it's playful. You're never going to see somebody like choking him out and he's giggling. Okay, you win, tapping. Nah. I'm just saying. Because I don't think he's the kind of person that would like to be in that predicament. He always has to be on. And I'm not shitting on him because I heard Ali was like that. Ali was good as long as you knew your place below him. He was a good friend. Like I've heard that from a bunch of people. And like those are the greats though. They always have to be. Michael Jordan. You think he would let you win in anything? So that's the same vibe I get from which, while might not create the best kind of warm, cuddly person, creates the best champions. You know what I'm saying? Is Shaq huge? Is that a weird gay joke, or is that you asking? I mean, he's 7'1". Yeah, he's fucking big.
Is the Pope Catholic? What kind of question is that?
Yeah, you ever see our picture? He's like, nobody fucks with Bud. You'd have to be from his environment to understand him. Okay. Crawford is a bully because he is an insecure little bitch. I mean, insecurity is a big part of people who never want to be wrong, never want to lose. That is a part of it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like me, my pops, when he was around, which wasn't much, would like compete with me. But almost like he's a kid. Like he would try. Like we used to play basketball, horses, like shooting games. And he would do the whole shit where he would be like, oh, your foot's on the line, like a kid. And then when he'd win, he'd go. So he made me want to always beat people. You know what I'm saying? So there's a fine line between being insecure and not wanting to lose because you're going to feel like shit because growing up, you were made to feel like shit by whoever it is when you lost. You get what I'm saying? There's a fine line. I think that is a part of it is insecurity because you hate to lose so much. If you were so secure with yourself, you'd be okay with it. I'm not saying be a loser overall, but be like, you know what? That's fine. I'll lose, but I'm going to learn from this. As opposed to like it tears you up inside. It's challenging every fiber of your being. Now we're getting existential here. We're getting into some Socrates type philosophy shit. But it's true. What's the difference between being insecure and hating to lose?
Yeah, you know, I think Crawford's just ultra competitive, man. That guy hates to lose, no matter if it's boxing.
Again, you're right, JB, but dig deeper. Why is it so bad to lose? Like, what's wrong with losing every now and then and being like, okay, this part of the game, it's going to make me better, as opposed to having it like tear you up so bad when you lose every time and not being able to lose in anything to anybody. Like, if I'm sitting here, you know, I don't know, with Mo trying to look at gas meters is a weird example, and he knows more than me. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'd be like, yeah, well, he's a fucking gas meter expert. Well, of course he'll know more than me. Guys like that can't lose at anything. Like they think they can beat everybody at everything. And it's
I think that's what makes it though. You know, Mayweather never lost. You know what I'm saying? You got guys never lost. Calzaghe never lost. Rocky Marciano never lost. It's just that ultra competitive drive that sets Crawford apart from a lot of fighters. Even when you look at Canelo, you know, you look at that Bivol fight. When Canelo got to a point where he knew he wasn't going to beat Bivol, he kind of coasted on to a unanimous decision and lost. Crawford would have never did that, in my opinion. I think he would have still been searching, still looking for a way to turn the fight around. So you got guys that just with different mindset. Crawford, to me, has got to be one of the best in-game, fight adjustment boxers in the game as far as making adjustments inside the fight.
Well, I got you. I got you, man.
Switch it up. He'll do some things to try to switch the momentum in his favor. Other guys, I've seen it again. Canelo, he's a great fighter in the Bivol fight. You know, he got to a point where he couldn't solve the Bivol puzzle, and he just knew it. He was going to lose, and he just accepted defeat. He got to that point.
I got you. You know, I'm saying that's a great thing in terms of being a champion, but there is a fine line between being insecure, and I think we're all insecure at some points. I really do. I just think that we don't define it as such because it's looked at as like a weak state of mind. Like, I'm not insecure. It's like, yeah, you all are. We all are, I feel like. But now we're getting into semantics and words and, you know. So.
Well, we are, but it's also not settling for mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? When you're on a high level, you need to put out everything you have in order to bring everything back. And when you keep the same mentality he had as probably a child based off of what we hear from his childhood, his mama be like, you know what I'm saying? Go out there and fight everybody on the matter of fact, I'm gonna pay these kids to whoop you. You know what I'm saying? So
you
in his mind,
she would tell him you ain't gonna be shit, like all that. Yeah. That's
you
insecure.
hang with 9 broke, you'll be the 10th, all of that.
Right.
You know.
Right. But that does breed, again, the Mamba mentalities, the Jordan mentalities, the Bud mentalities, you know, that breeds that. So that's great for champions. Like all these guys are super Floyd Like
Yeah.
Floyd's dad would shit on him would beat his ass, say he ain't shit. Like all that is awful to a child, but can also breed certain mentalities that make champions. You know, it'll
Yeah.
either make you or break you.
Well, here's a case in point. Tom Brady would throw proverbial fits on the sideline, cuss a receiver out in a minute, throw something at you and talk. But you know, the result of that is that he tied my Steelers for the most championships in New England. They built a monstrous franchise with him throwing temper tantrums and being. You cannot be okay with mediocrity when you're fighting for championships. You have to find something to push yourself to the next level. So it's also probably a lever in Bud, where he, you know, we were just at the white party couple months ago, and I was like, you gonna fight Canelo for real? He like, yeah, I'm gonna knock him out. I think I could get him.
Who?
And I looked at him, and then I was like, you know what? You look like you think you can. You probably can.
Who said that? Bud?
Yeah, Bud. He was over here at the white party. Him and a few other boxers, that run with him. And we were over there. It was us, the baby, and we in Colorado because they train up in the Springs. But everybody came down for the white party. My young dude, Francois, too.
Shout out to CJ with the Mike Tyson reference. Look at you. You scared now. Scared of the real man, you pussy. Didn't he say like a little white bitch? Didn't he say something like that too? You white little bitch. He said something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he was talking to a journalist.
Yeah, journalist who said put him in a straitjacket. Put him in a straight. You guys ever see that video of the dude who made the mock video? He's like, yo, tell Mike, put him in a straitjacket. That'll be funny, right? He's like, yeah, okay. Put him in a straitjacket. And then they show Tyson's a real response, and they're like, I'll fuck you in your ass. I'll fuck you till you love me. Ugh. That's how we did it in the 90s. Like, you guys with all this pause shit. We used to emasculate people as viciously as possible.
90s was different. Like we're past all this talking and all this scared to fight business and all that stuff. We didn't have that. We'll swing on you. We'll step to you. All of that stuff will come out. So when even like the fighters now, it's hard for me to herald some of them. So when I see a throwback like Bud Crawford or even Teofimo with his stuff talking behind the back, you know, when it's time to scrap, he pushed the go button. But a lot of these dudes, they're scared to get busy. Get in the ring and get busy.
Word. C. Pacino. Shannon Sharp says it all the time. Don't accept anything in a win that you wouldn't in a loss. I don't get that. Don't accept anything in a win.
He said that on ESPN. He was like,
what's that mean?
But he was talking about behavior, right? So he's talking about fighters, but he was talking about football players' behavior. So he kind of messing the quote up. Football players, if you act crazy during a win and the coach puts up with it, when a loss happens, they're going to act crazy again. Now the coach don't know how to deal with them. So he was saying to the coach, basically, don't let the players get out of pocket like that. You know, if they, you know.
Yeah. Shannon Sharp needs to take his own sayings. Yeah, man, that Tyson saying was crazy. He said, I mean, when he was with Razor Ruddock, you guys remember that one? He was like, I'm going to kiss you on those big lips. I'm going to make you my girlfriend. I was like, and then Razor's like, look at this guy. I got something you'll never have, and that's class. This guy. That shit was hilarious.
I'm gonna pump you till you love me. Till you love me.
Yeah, till you love me. That Tyson was a savage, man. He was but his skill he wasn't in his prime. I think I said that backwards. Okay, well, whatever. We get it. Your Mike Tyson is even worse than Eubank. Now, my Eubank is good. My Eubank is good. Chris Eubanks is here. Chris Eubanks is here.
Why did you? That's one of the toughest fighters that sounded so suspect when he talked. I was like, man, he
just sounded fruity.
I understand.
You know there's been fruity fighters over history that just didn't come out. Like, you know there's been some fruity fighters.
Chop Chop. You remember Chop Chop used to wear the mascara and all that. That's a tough sissy.
Chop still wears wigs and shit. He's a weird dude. I don't know if he's a fruitcake, but he's a strange
He's a
kid.
he's a tough sissy. That's what I'm gonna say. Shout out to you, Chop,
I
because
don't
I
know what
know
he is.
Chop. That is one of the toughest sissies you will run into.
He still wears wigs, and he's a strange guy. But I don't know if he's gay or not.
Yeah,
That Eubank impressions. No, that's how we talked.
I do.
He's like, what would he say? He's like, let's have
Say,
some
talk about when
parliamentary
him and Nassim had
procedure.
the beef over jumping over the rope.
He goes, let's have some now. Let's have some parliamentary procedure. Stop it. That's how he talks. Him,
That is.
De La Hoya. Let's be honest. De La Hoya has a little bit of fruit.
He
Fruitiness.
wore pantyhose for sure. Yeah, but I don't know if he talks like that.
Nah, De
He
La
did
Hoya.
When
have
he
like
was
a high
young,
pitch.
When he was young, right?
yeah, when he was young, he did sound pretty a little sugar in
I
his
don't
tank.
know why Mayweather doesn't like me. I don't know why this guy's so upset. He had that old high
He's
pitch.
like, I almost had him there. I was almost there, but I didn't get it. I don't know. He was a little, but whatever. Chris Eubank is the craziest one, but then it's like, is it a weird speech impediment? Because his teeth are always touching when he's talking, and he's always shooting spit out his fucking teeth when he's, I don't know. Maybe
Well,
Well, he
Cam
used to
Rooney
have
is
a
learning
gap
English.
tooth.
he used to have
He
what?
used to have a gap in his
gap in
teeth when he had fucked up
Oh,
lisp. It used to be even worse. And I think also part of it is like we're talking about like guys being insecure. Is that when he was younger, he was insecure of growing up in the ghetto and shit. So he would over embellish his Queen's English and
yeah.
gallantry and a gentleman and all these. He's wearing like double-breasted suits and shit.
And he also does this weird shit where you ever see him? He's like, Rastafari. I'm like, what the fuck? I guess his mother was Jamaican, so he's always screaming Rastafari. It's fucking. He's a strange guy. But whatever. Great fighter. Great fighter. And his son's pretty good too. I'll be honest. Oscar Gay Latoya. Oh man, that's terrible. Gay Latoya. De La Hoya, Gay Latoya. Okay, not bad. Yeah, there's been a few over the years, but I think Eubank. Mike's voice was insane if you look at Mike when he was like, he's on there's a clip of him on the Letterman show. And I'm gonna, maybe I'll just play it for you guys. If they flag it, I could always remove it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I want you guys
About
to
when he
hear
was
this.
on Arsenio Hall.
No, this one is early before he was champion, I believe. It's early Mike when he's like 18 years old. Now wait, here it is. I'm gonna play this real quick. Listen to his voice. Like, it is insane. This one's early, guys. Remember, this is before he was a champion.
Go up back. Here's a picture of you on Sports Illustrated. That must have been a big thrill for you, huh?
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, just okay. I have the goals that I set out a lot further than this.
Oh, you have more. What is your ultimate goal in boxing?
I want to be the youngest champion ever.
Well, and what would you have to be that?
I have to be 21 in like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on, guys. Come on. That sounded like Elmo got fucking his nuts cut off.
Yeah, but he didn't have the
Did
female
you
man
hear how like it was? Yeah, okay. He sounded like Hooks in Police Academy.
Yeah, yeah.
Those of you
but
old
he
know
wasn't
that reference. I know HLD got that reference.
He's shy, yo.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, nobody knows that movie now.
Police Academy. Those of you all. I mean, can you believe? And I'm not even like, wow. And it might have been like an insecurity. He's young. He's timid. But could you believe that was his voice?
I mean, it kind of still was for a long time.
That was a different. Come on.
No, it progressed because he got older. That he got a little bit, but it was still that. No matter what, he's been made fun of because of his voice his entire career. So it's not. But he wasn't. He wasn't playing. He wasn't. He wasn't a little bitch boy like Tupac was and shit. That dude was super flaring fade.
Well,
Never
Tupac
seen
has
Tupac.
that one video where he's
Pac
applying
was
for
special
school.
when he was in ballet. Like when he was in ballet, you
There's
could
one
tell he was
video.
kind of.
There's
Bro,
one video you guys are
that dude
talking
had a
about.
lot of sugar up his butt.
There's one thing you guys are talking about. Yeah, he was doing an interview for this specialized school in New York City. I know the school. He was trying to get in for, I believe, acting. And he was doing an entrance interview, and it was recorded. And that's what you guys talk about. I believe, yeah, he was doing a lot of this, and he did seem gay in that video, but
he was gay.
But I believe he was trying to just connect with the woman who was interviewing them, and he was kind of just being fake. I don't think he was really gay, but he did. But no, you're right. That came off extremely gay. I just don't believe he really
He
was.
was
I
an
think,
actor playing a rapper his entire career, man. Let's just play it.
or maybe he was just in. He was just. I don't know. Whatever.
Great rapper, man. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He was great or whatever.
But Tyson's voice is like I think it shocks a lot of the young guys in here that saw this, because like we know he had a high voice, but that was a different level of like.
Yeah.
You couldn't even hear him.
He was like Leroy off of Fame right there. You feel me? HLD, he's kind of Leroy off of Fame right there.
Yo,
but
you got some old farts on this panel, man. What's going on?
Well, you guys are older than me, because I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh, that's right. He's only in his 40s. He don't know. Yeah.
HLD,
damn.
Nah, he might be in his 50s. I think he's more.
Nah, HLD, but you in your 40s. I'm 50.
Yeah. Well, I'm 48.
Yeah, I kind of might would have kind of.
But Fame
shot over you.
Fame just missed me. I was a little too young to watch Fame.
No, bro, it was on reruns, bro. Stop it. Everybody in the 80s watched it.
Why the fuck am I gonna watch a bunch of dudes dancing around in tights?
Maybe
that's Puerto Rico type shit, but not in New York City.
There were some fine bitches on there too.
Maybe that's that Puerto Rico shit, but not in New York City.
Nah, they usually had the honeys and the leotards. So we would watch for what's her name? Rashad. Miss Felicia Rashad's sister was in there.
Jokes aside, I don't like dancing or singing. Like I can't watch it, so that's why I didn't watch that at the reruns.
Bro, no man was paying attention to no singing and none of that shit. When
yeah,
you
right.
Girls
So you were like, you were following it, like,
bro, you just looking at that booty.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Yeah, Donna Cara was on there. All of them shorties was on there, man.
Praying for a camel toe.
Yeah, that was must-see TV every night. And you will work for your fame. And fame,
I thought he sounded more like Hooks from Police Academy. That's what I thought he sounded.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying with Hooks and Police
Academy. Yeah.
You remember that one or no?
Yeah. Hook with the sound, he make sound effects, and the other cat with crazy.
You could pull it up.
No, Hooks was the black lady who couldn't raise her voice high at all
until you bitched her and she pissed her off. She let you.
Yeah, then she started screaming. Yeah, when she got pissed. Yeah. yeah. Damn, Marco. Yeah, don't dance. You look mad fruity. I was imitating them. That's not how I don't go to clubs. I'm like, come on. I don't go to clubs at all anymore, but I wanted to though. They got this club in New York where it's for 40 and over only people.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I haven't gone
yet. Like
Essos. I want to.
Yeah, Essos like that.
It closes at 7:30. No, I'm just kidding. But it's for 40. It's for 40 and over.
I wouldn't be stepping to any one of those, man.
My days in the tunnel are over. My days in the limelight are over. Matter of fact, my last night at the Limelight, me and Keith Murray beat up the bouncer, and then it went viral. I was like, I'm not going there ever again.
How'd it go viral? There was no internet back then.
Nah, to talk about it.
Oh,
I just came from the World Supremacy battle, so Chris Lighty runs in there real fast trying to ditch Keith Murray. We coming out. Biggie and Tupac just performed Party and BS together, and they did their show. This is 93. I come up out of there. He's like, yo, Chris Lighty, da 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 da. I'm like, all right. Well, I'm like, you can't get in? He's like, nah. So we walk up to the bouncer and we sock him together because he was stopping him from going in, and then we kind of beat him down, and they talked about that. I think he got a lawsuit over it or something like that eventually, but I was out of there.
Albert, you're right. Rolly does have a funny voice. That's a fact. Rolly has a very funny voice. Yeah, Rolly has and even when he punches, yeah, he has a really funny voice. Rolly's goofy. So yeah, I don't know how we got to Mike Tyson's voice, but we were talking about Barrios, and a majority of you, not the majority of you, a few of you thinking that he's no good.
Well,
I think
he's
not
part of
that
the
he's not
two-man
good.
link of the weakest champions at 147. I mean, it's him and Rolly, the two.
Who's
the
worse? I think Rolly's worse. What do you think?
I
I
would
like to
say
see a
that
Rolly Barrios fight.
I would say Rolly is worse because he's shown worse.
Mm.
But I mean, it's not like Barrios is levels.
Mm.
I don't know
He's just
because he
barely
gave
above.
Tank a bigger problem.
Right.
Tank only won the
Well,
one round.
I mean, Rolly was playing with Tank for them first 5 rounds. It was some good rounds he had in there. He just got
Yeah, he was.
stupid and got caught.
Manny beats Rolly.
I don't know. I'd
I
like
don't
to
know
see
either.
that fight though. That's a good fight right there.
I don't know either. Manny looked. I'll be
Mario
honest.
Barrios versus Rolly Romero.
I thought Manny looked like shit his last fight. I thought he was a shell of himself. Like, just barely did anything.
He could have been beaten if this kid would have stepped on the gas.
Yeah, I mean, Manny only had 1 or 2 explosions. Like, where you know how he comes in with his fat. That happened maybe twice. That's it. Yeah, he didn't look good at all. He was throwing a lot of just like straight lefts and then like rolling out the way, and they didn't look hard. He didn't look good to me. And
Definitely
Manny
not
looked
a
bad
style
in
that you want to
Japan.
teach anybody because that's all just natural instincts the way he fights it. There's no rhyme and reason with this shit.
right, and Barrios was showing way too much respect, like
Yeah.
way too much respect, in my opinion.
If you, I don't know if I said it on here, but if you guys watched the Manny Pacquiao exhibition against the kickboxer in Japan, he looked shot then,
He
and he
did,
got beat up.
but he looked a
Got
little chubby
beat
then.
up.
Like in that one, he looked like he didn't really train. It was an exhibition. That you're right, he did. But that one, I kind of let it slide, like exhibition, whatever. But this one, it was for a belt, you know. And I thought Barrios beat him, by the way, not by a lot, but I thought Barrios beat him.
Well, that says a lot. You're saying that this guy's shot and trash, and Barrios barely beat this. Oh shit!
Yeah,
So that tells you what level Barrios is.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
its own,
Barrios is somebody who started at what he started at 130.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
That's
he was
pretty
chasing
like
Teofimo, and
No,
Teofimo
actually, I
wouldn't
think he
fight him.
started all the way at 122.
no. Let's see.
Damn.
Let's
That,
see.
whoa.
Mario
Yeah.
Barrios. Let's see. You might be right. That's at 6 feet. I mean, what kind of crack
I
was he?
remember
I
him at
mean, you got
130. I
a
remember the 120.
you got a 6'4" guy
Yeah,
at 126 now.
you are right. HLD
God
122.
damn.
Yeah.
Wow. And then he went to
Gary.
120. Then he went to feather. Then he went to lightweight. Well, he was 122 and a quarter, so technically he was featherweight. Or maybe there was I guess it was a 122. Maybe they did a catch weight. But yeah, wow, that's wild.
126 is super feather, so you right, featherweight.
No, featherweight's 126. Super feather is 130. 122 would be whatever's
I
right
thought
below.
130 was lightweight.
No, 135 is lightweight.
Is that Bantam at 122?
Something like that, yeah.
Super bantam, yeah.
Super bantam, yeah. Wow. How the fuck? And he's never really even looked that skinny. I don't know how he did that, but some people have these
Oh man,
thinner
grow up poor.
frames.
You got you on that government cheese, and there's not a lot of food at home.
How
When you
old
start
was he
coming
when he
into money,
started?
you grow.
They give you government cheese in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, they got government cheese for people out there.
Okay. Out there. Aha. You're not there. You just gave it away.
You think I don't know what I'm saying?
You just gave it away.
You think I don't know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to crack this guy's.
I know you are. That's why I know what I'm saying.
He's a mystery. So he's. I'm getting.
I mean, one moment I'm be like here, and one moment I'll be like there, and he thinks I don't know that.
In New York.
I'm curious where you grew up because you don't have definitely not New York. You don't have a New York accent.
Oh no, definitely not New York.
I feel like it's California.
California.
I do. I feel like it's California. I could be wrong. I mean, it could be some random Midwest shit too. I don't know.
Ooh, man, there's a whole bunch of Puerto Ricans in Cali.
There's not, right?
No, there is not.
But that doesn't mean that you wouldn't go there. Like you could have been the one Puerto Rican there.
No, man, I am the one Puerto Rican in Cali. You're right.
You think Spence should come back or stay retired? I'd like to see him come back, but I don't think he's going to. What do you guys think?
I think he'd come back for the right price, and that's the only thing that's been keeping him out because PBC can't afford to match his number. So
Turkey would fucking no.
If he
I
wants
would think he
somebody.
would.
I think he's in
I
his
think he
own
would,
head.
but look, the PBC doesn't like sending their guys to Turkey, man, unless they really need it, like Benavidez.
Turkey's not interested in no spunts, bro.
I
If
like
you're
to see
not,
some
if you don't have anything like for him to say, oh, okay, you looking good, I want you now. No, there's nothing on the table. You got fucked up by Crawford, and that's it. That's the last memory.
He might have PTSD. Like all jokes aside, he
I
really
think he's
might.
in his own head. Yeah.
He might.
Well, you know, if you lose like that after being great so long, you start to second guess yourself. And so you fired your trainer. You know what I'm saying? You felt one dimensional in the fight after looking at it, obviously. And you don't really know where to turn. But if you feel like that, don't fight. Real talk. But if he does, I don't want to see him come back against a big name. Like they keep throwing Fundora around because he was going to fight him. Just come back against a nobody tune-up and then see how you look and then pick and choose your next battle. That way you can say, okay, I want so-and-so. Because you know how you're going to look and how you feel.
He'll come back. He'll come back once Crawford gets decapitated September 13th.
Oh shit. I am not Italian. Who's the right
Oh, you
matchup?
Italian?
I'm not Italian.
You're mozzarella. You're mozzarella.
Yeah, right. My name Marco, but if you look, mine's with a K. Not just because KO, because I was a fighter, but that's a Slavic spelling. All Italians, or it's a big name in Mexico as well. That's always the C. So that's how you know. Any Marco
What's
with
the
a K.
beef?
Huh?
What's the beef with Bulgarians and Italians?
No beef.
No
beef.
Okay.
They never have it. Yeah, they're nowhere near each other. Who's the right matchup for Mr. No Tune-Up? Keith Thurman needs to retire immediately.
I mean, Thurman can't get the big fight anymore.
No, he can't.
So who would he? I mean, he's Danny Garcia.
He's too expensive.
He's too expensive.
Yeah, no one's gonna pay that dude. That's why in the interviews he's always like, if anybody wants this name, if anybody wants this scalp, like he's practically like selling his name.
I wonder if Turkey gives a shit about him.
I don't think so, because I mean, who does he fight? He barely beat Barrios. While we talking about him, he can't get Crawford because he ducked him forever. He can't get Spence because he ducked him forever. Both of them have vowed not to fight him and to lock him out because he had the title and wouldn't put it on the line. Then he lost it to Manny. So who do you match him with?
I'd love to see him with Zayas. I think that would be a good name for him. He needs a good name, and that's a good name out there. I don't think Tom Brake would pay for
because it gives Thurman a shot at a belt, and it gives Zayas a shot at maybe a little bit of.
That's the name I want. That's the name I want for Zayas next. Is a Thurman. I think that name is a good name, good experience for his resume.
I think so too. I think he needs to get the De La Hoya Pernell Whitaker treatment where he loses, but they give it to him anyway if he's going to win the fight. I don't think Xander has the skill to beat him.
Oh, he's got more than the skill. He just doesn't have the power that we would expect. But his skills, I think he's the most complete, skillful toolbox kid at 154. Nobody got more tools in and out in boxing. Everybody else is come forward fighters. That's all they are. That's all they are. This kid will dance around you.
I think Ennis stops him.
I don't think so. He can't, bro. No, he doesn't stop.
Boots will fuck Zayas up.
Bro, Boots ain't fucking nobody up. The guy's a super duck.
What?
I mean, I don't know about that.
HLK.
Dude don't want to fight nobody, bro. Dude don't want to fight nobody. I got no love for Boots.
HLK. Come on now.
No love for
He just
Boots.
fought the body. He fought
he didn't fight nobody.
He stopped the dude
Tio. He could have fought Norman. He could have fought Ortiz. He's asking charity work for Turkey. Wants tune-up fights. No, go ask that to Eddie. He was told.
Norman turned down.
He don't want to fight Bakram because that's what Turkey offered him. So what does the dude want to fight, man? This guy's a
And
super
this
duck, bro.
Ennis was gonna knock out what's his name. He offered him the 1.7.
No, he could, and why couldn't he wait?
Norman.
He
Norman was like, no, and then his
wanted
dad hopped in it. And they was
he
like,
wanted to
nah,
fight
nah.
at the
Now he
same
fighting Devin
time.
Haney.
At the very same time that he had Tio on the table, he didn't want to fight Tio, but he also had Norman Jr. and they told him, hey, just wait till June 19th. They couldn't wait. The day before that, they have to say I'm going to 154 because now I have performance issues. Give the kid some Viagra.
HLD.
28.
You're telling it backwards. He called Tiafimo out the first time. Tio said no.
Who called who the Tio out the first time?
Ennis, because he was
No,
talking
he
crazy.
didn't. Top Rank
Yes,
gave him
he
a
did.
contract.
You
Top
telling his
Rank,
story.
Top Rank offered Ennis a contract late last year. He didn't want it. Top Rank. The second offer
Yeah,
came from
last
Eddie.
year he had his fight set up already. The
There's always
initial
something.
beef when Ennis
Come on,
stepped
man.
to me. No, we don't want to fight Ennis.
That sounds like a girl you keep. Oh, hey, B, you want to go out tonight? Now, no, I got. Hey, how about tomorrow? No,
No.
how about no? Come on, man. Come on. That's what Ennis is, man. That dude don't want to get no smoke.
I wonder if what Top Rank
Primo
can do.
teamed Ennis out on a date with Edigias, or however you pronounce his name. And then he said, hey, I'm pretty too. And he was like, I'm already dating someone. That's what happened. He's already in a fight. He was already assigned to fight.
What happened all this beginning of this month of this year? After you fought Stanionis, you could have fought.
He fought twice. He fought twice. It's not like he been unheralded this year. He
Who
just
he fight?
fought two times. He's looking for the big money right now. I'd really like to see him step up and
That was
scrap with
turkey money.
Fundora.
Eddie was extremely happy wanting to get that Tio fight. Extremely happy. The offer was tremendous. Eddie's words, his best.
How much money did they offer him?
More than he's ever made before.
How much is that?
I think what he gets like 3.5. But with
HLD, I think you don't know the contract amount.
No, the amount that he gets with Eddie is about 3.5. 3 to 3.5. I don't know what the new one is. I can tell you that because they just re-signed again.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Prospects.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but I hope he fights somebody because he is one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most talented fighters in the sport. But you got to prove it against big names, right?
Marco, they're saying he might fight Josh Kelly. Is that somebody to you? Is that somebody that you care about? You care to see that fight?
No. With all the guys at 54 like him, I mean, he's not a bad fighter, but of all the guys at 54, why not Virgil? Why not Fundora? Why not? I mean, who else? Bakram. So many fighters.
Fundora, Virgil ran when they offered it to him initially. He didn't want it. Remember, De La Hoya was like, nah. Then they tried to price him out.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. So Virgil didn't want the heat when it initially came. Rolly has been elevated to WBA welterweight world champion. What y'all know about that?
What do you mean?
He's now the new WBA welterweight world champion, Rolly Romero.
He was already a champion, wasn't
he? I think he was interim. The full WBA welterweight world champion, as Jerron Boots Ennis, has vacated to move up in weight.
I could have swore he already was champion. I don't know which belt.
Rolly is now a 2-weight world champion in advanced talks to rematch Ryan Garcia next. Hello.
Is he really what did he have a legitimate belt or was it a Reggie belt?
It was a Reggie belt.
He had the
Reggie
didn't
belt.
have that WBA welterweight championship at all.
So
he's now the welterweight world champion. And that was Boots Ennis' belt, who was vacated the belt because he about to fight at 154.
Right.
6 hours ago.
All these belts are such a load of shit.
Well, they're all
Yeah,
email
how do you
champions
win the belt
at
without fighting
147.
for it?
All
Huh?
of them.
How you gonna have 5 belts in one division? Like, come on, one champion.
It
Who's
is one champion. The Reggie belt don't count if you're a casual. You don't know that, but you know that there's only one champion.
who's the lineal right now? That's what matters
But
to me.
there's no lineal
Who got
champion
the
at
WBC?
147.
There's no
Who got the
lineal.
WBC?
No, because that was Ennis, so they have to now reestablish that having the number
Right,
one guy
because
versus number 2.
right, because
Well, it was
because
Crawford.
Bud had all 4 of them right. So now
Yeah.
so you'd have to take the top 2. Did the top 2 ever fight each other?
Yeah, that was
Crawford
Ennis
and
and
Spence.
Stanionis
Stanionis and who? And
Ennis.
okay, so then it has to be Ennis. So
Right,
he's the real
Ennis-
champion. But
but
he
he's
just
no
Well, he
longer.
vacated.
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 He won
Okay.
54. And before that, it was Crawford because he had beat Spence. Uh-oh. There
Right,
it
because that
goes
was
right
again
there.
number 1 versus number 2 at that
Destroyed
time.
Spence.
Right.
Huh.
But we haven't had the last person to dethrone a lineal champion was Tio.
Hmm.
You love
When's
you
the
some
last
Teofimo
when's the last
Lopez.
time we've had somebody do that? Tio dethroned 2 of them.
Right.
No, he earned one. I forgot. No, he
He
earned one
beat
with
Lomachenko,
yeah, but he was
and then
lineage. That was
Cambosis
for the
put
lineage.
hands on him. Yeah, Cambosis put hands on him, and then
But
Haney put hands on Cambosis.
the Loma fight was earned. That was just like the number 1 and number 2 guy.
Right.
And then they established a lineal. So that's what's gonna have to happen at 147.
Mm.
Can we get a Conor Ben Boots in this fight? Can we get that? Then?
Oh, I would love that.
You know what? That would be hey, that would be a good fight.
That's the dynamite fight. Yeah, both of them boys is cracking and throwing them things.
And they both at one. They both with Eddie Hearn.
Let's go.
Yeah, I would love
And
that.
Riley
but-
Romero and Boots Tennis was just on the Raheem Brothers show, and they were well, not Turkey. They were in a hotel over there with Turkey and them, just kind of playing around with each other. I guess they kind of decent friends, but that could be a fight too.
It's a weird
After
question.
he just beat Garcia.
If I got enough money, Mike could bite my ear. Well, that's a strange question. I mean, you could bite it, I guess, for some cash, but shit.
You start that fruit talk over here, cats start thinking kind of out their mind a little bit.
Really insane.
Just saying the word, I'll let somebody bite my ear. A man bite my ear. It just sounds funny. I don't care what money you're talking about. Just I'll let him bite my ear for. It just don't sound right.
Few million, chomp away.
You got to say the money first.
Yeah, right.
Give me
right.
20. Give me 20 million, and I'll let you bite my ear. But when you just say, "I'll let Mike Tyson bite my ear," boy, you know what I mean? You talk about the money. No. It's the money first.
Ness didn't go live. I don't believe he did. No. Border Wars tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, I missed him. Oh, he didn't go live today.
You never watch him, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Unless I get hit that there's an interview or something like that I'm interested in, maybe.
Right. Weren't you like blocked or something?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. What you get blocked for, HLT?
For cooking his dumb ass. He can't take that, bro. That's why everybody gets on his panel, become his lapdog, so he can yell at him and shit.
Shit. Fuck that.
Hey, man, you guys are just the new crop going on that panel. You guys will be gone by next year.
I've been on for about a year-ish, and he's only done one thing to me, which I fucking, which I felt was disrespectful. But
that guy's weird, man.
the way he goes to certain people, yeah, it's insane. Showbiz
was on his panel only once. Never yet.
When was that?
A few years back. And they all started going on and like, bro, Showbiz like, what the fuck what everyone's yelling. Like, what the fuck is this about? He never came back again.
Yeah, Showbiz, man, I respect him because that's some fucking following he's built up,
Showbiz is funny.
And the
connections.
connections.
Yeah, he's working for fucking Turkey. He's doing what I want to do. So
Yeah.
What he
That
was able
was
to do is
dumb.
capture all the women, also in the thing. Like it's a family show of comedy. You know what I mean? People watch it. Kids watch it because he's
Yeah.
goofy. He's fun and goofy, and I'm not saying goofy in disrespect. He just he does anything. He makes
yeah.
bits, skits, and all this shit. And hey,
Does he curse?
A little bit.
a
Not
little
often.
bit, but PG-13 cursing.
Does he? Okay, that's interesting. Because I'm curious if that matters.
Yeah, it
It
does.
does
Even
to
though
a degree. You have to have like a spot where it makes sense, right?
right.
Just don't want to be on there wilding out. This mother and mother, oh, you son, and that's why. No, all of that's not popping.
And he's involved with the zone, Turkey, and whatnot, and he did it without having to sell his podcast. You know what I mean? He didn't. They couldn't buy him out. It was just part of look, man. You got to accept the war room, and that's what he calls his chat. The war room and us as we are, because I want to maintain all ownership and direction of how I move my channel.
Well,
And
he's
they
got a
kept it
good
like that.
push.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the good. I mean, if you got 100,000 people watching, as right now, boxing, which is on no public network, that's a commodity to you, especially when fights are coming on apps right
I'm
now.
gonna be right back, but keep it going, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if we're watching on applications, the next, unless you're advertising on Facebook or what have you, the world is different. HLD, we grew up, and my man up top, we grew up watching TV. This new era, they probably, a lot of them don't have TVs in the house. They got computers and cell phones. So everything television wise is on a phone or it's on a computer. So
Yeah.
This new application business with 100,000 people, of course, it's like, yeah, why wouldn't I hire him to do some stuff for us?
Yeah,
He's
linear
an
TV
influencer.
is a dying art. So yeah, you're right. And so look, man, the guy from the ground up out the mud that I know. I've been following Biz for I don't know 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
And so I seen him from the ground up, man. And so I'm he can't it's not for everyone. I get it. If you want more I don't know more people, and not that he's not a people because he's very knowledgeable in the entire
Who
showbiz. He's
Show.
very
I mean,
knowledgeable
show
in the history.
box. Show's a former boxer. He been in there. So if
No,
you've
he's
been in
not.
there, you're gonna know the sport a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
Not
Showtime
professional,
box.
but
Showbiz? Nah, no, he hasn't.
Yeah, he
not
did.
professional.
I don't
Yeah,
know if he got a pro record, but he boxed. Yeah, he
he
did.
boxed and he does, and he's done taekwondo.
I'm almost
I think
positive he's never boxed, but
he's done taekwondo too. Yeah, no, he's been
no, like maybe sparred a couple times, but he never had any real fights.
not
I think you thought mixing pro up with box. Yeah, he
Huh?
he
I'm talking about
boxed, but
showbiz.
yeah, showbiz the adult. He boxed.
Showbiz box? Where? How?
Yeah.
Where,
Wherever
like
he's
what?
from, he boxed. Yeah, he got busy.
I think he's from
He
Oh.
just
Chicago. I know he does
I don't know if
taekwondo.
he turned pro.
His
Yeah.
daughter is on the scene, maybe trying to into boxing too, big time
Is he
too.
married to a white woman?
To
I think Latino.
Mexican. She's
I think he black and Mexican himself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I'm looking up any videos of him
He black.
boxing. I don't see any videos of him boxing anywhere.
Well, I've seen him in the gym.
In the gym, but I'm talking about like hitting the bag, and I could tell. If you could send me a video of him hitting the bag, here's my my interview with him has like 17,000 views. If you could show me a video of him hitting the bag, I could tell you if he's boxing.
Maybe in the only membership. Let me see if I find anything.
I don't think he's ever. But what do I know? I think I even asked him. I think he said no. But
nah, he's done all he's been in the ring. I know he has.
Okay.
Been in the ring, and I know he competed in no, I think it was taekwondo.
That I'm not debating. The fact that he was actually ever a boxer that competed, I'm debating. I don't think he was. But Yeah, there's no videos of it, so if you could show me anything, I'm looking.
Biz hitting the which one was it? Like I don't know what.
Any, I mean, if you could find anything of him actually sparring or fighting, but I don't think that exists. So maybe him hitting the bag. Then I could tell you if he's ever boxed before.
Okay.
I think I've seen him throw punches. He doesn't look like he's fought before. But
have you seen Rolly punch? I'm just saying, like, what does that mean?
Rolly got a good strength though. Rolly punch like he's still doing karate. You know, he's in karate and dabbled in the MMA.
Has never boxed. I agree, Dwayne. I don't think he ever. I think I asked him on my interview. I could go. I don't really want to do it, but I have a whole interview with him from last year. And I'm pretty sure I asked him.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
I don't know. It's like an hour long. I don't remember when I asked him if he actually boxed or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got
Are you co-host
paid
members, huh? What?
Oh, me? Nah, I got money. I throw my own show. I throw the Supreme Striking Show.
Bro, he
definitely. And me and Rob and King Amin also do another show. But yeah.
No, Biz in his younger years, bro. Dude was a stud, bro. Dude was in that gym. I got some video. They're on members only. I don't know how to. Dude was picking up.
Flip it over. He boxed
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think he. Yeah, I don't think he had like an extensive career. He might have been amateur type stuff, but he boxed a little bit.
Bro, dude was a mini Hulk, bro. I see him deadlifting here like.
He's a big dude, but I don't think he ever had. I don't think he ever had any amateur.
Here he is on the bag. Let me see here.
My guess is he's probably only. You have a video of him on the bag? Let me see. My guess is he's probably only sparred a few times. That's it.
What's up, Charlie?
It's members only. I can't transfer this shit.
It's him hitting the bag.
Yeah.
You could screen record it.
And
yeah, you do what I did. Just hold it up. If you can't share it, you got a chair on here, Marco, so people can see the goodies.
What's up, Jackie?
I seen him hitting the bag.
What about True Media Hero? I don't know if he's a coach, Malachi. I'm not sure. I've asked him too because I interviewed him a couple times. I don't remember. I know he's a coach. I don't know if he's ever fought before.
Coach of what?
I think he's like a personal trainer, dude.
Is that what he is?
You better not be coaching boxing if you ain't boxed before or you ain't never. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of coaches. You guys ever see that?
That's all he's ever been, bro. That and a bad comedian.
You guys ever seen that flaming mitts guy with the ponytail? No, nobody ever heard of him.
No, I'm gonna have to check him out now. Flaming mitts.
He's a coach, and a lot of people shit on him because they're like, "You've never had a fight." He uses a lot of big words, like trying to like when he explains things. A lot of people think he's full of shit. I think I interviewed him once. Did I interview him? I might have.
I need you to commit an act of turpitude against your opponent right now. That's the problem. You're not.
Sort of. He names his like okay, like he's like okay, so you know, you just have to look it up. He uses words and he's trying to like, and they don't half the time they don't make any sense. You'll see if you know boxing, you'll know that like it's like I'm not trying to shit on him because I don't know him, but like a lot of people have, and when I watch him, I kind of some of the like you could tell he's trying to like name things that aren't named like that, and I don't know.
You're not thinking pugilistically. I need the counter to pull back. I need your counter to pull.
Well,
pull your counter.
That's even better. True. Nah, I mean Malachi knows boxing, but like you know, and it's a different like. I'm not going to shit on content creators if you're just analyzing it because anybody can analyze. Yeah, some people aren't the best at analyzing, but when you're teaching it, that's a whole different story. You know what I mean? But this guy has a lot of followers, this Flaming Mitts guy. So I don't know. He must be doing something right.
Flaming Mitts guy? I never heard of him.
Anybody could be like
Flaming Hot Mitts, I think he goes by. He does the hand. He does a lot of. He coaches fighters. I believe he's in California. I believe.
Never heard of him.
He has a ponytail. This one fighter always makes fun of him. He hates him. The guy, the Magic. Fuck, what's his name? He was on Nessa's show once, the cruiserweight pro.
You talking about bald headed.
No, he's not bald headed. He actually has a huge fucking afro. What the fuck's his name? Magic something. He goes by
About to
something.
say
The
Barber.
magician.
Yeah.
Something the magician. Anyway,
Jason?
he put out videos wearing a fake ponytail, making fun of the Flaming Hot Snake guy. He like trolls him. He puts up like he keeps messaging him like, "Yo, so what's your boxing experience?" And the Mitts guy won't answer the question because he doesn't have it.
Engaged.
Yeah, he just says, "Oh, what's the difference?" Or and then he blocked him. So the guy,
Flaming Mitts. Let me look on my other phone. I gotta see this guy.
Flaming Hot.
You know who I got to know a little bit, and he had him on his show yesterday. Was Johnny was this Tito Mercado kid. This was he rubs me wrong. He rubs me wrong.
Yeah, why?
He just talks shit. He got nothing good about nothing to say. He just talks shit.
Oh, he was talking mad shit.
Yeah, he just everybody's shit, bro. You gotta fucking you barely ranked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, trying to promote themselves.
No, that ain't promoting.
First
I
thing
get
that
also
keeps
tired
boxing.
of
Magic
thinking.
Mike. Nah, Magic Mike.
He's stupid.
Is he talking about Obama's wife? What is he's talking about?
Alberto, two
Whoa,
favorite
whoa,
movies
whoa,
of Magic
whoa.
Mike.
I'm just saying, is that what he's talking about?
Nah, I think he's trolling. That's Bob. Yeah,
Boxing. First thing to teach a beginner or pro boxer on the first day. Flaming Hot Mitts.
you got to listen. You got to watch him and listen to like the words he uses to describe things.
I subscribe just so I could peep it out, and then I'll unsubscribe if he's trash.
If you like it, stay there. I mean,
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not saying I agree with him. Like he looks like he does use a lot of words that are like,
Favorite movies, Magic Mike.
Alberto, yeah. Alberto's not in here. I think Alberto is unsubscribed for me.
Has he?
I don't know. Maybe.
Who is Alberto? I've seen him more here, but I don't know. Like I don't know a lot of these guys.
Alberto and HLD are very similar. They do not reveal who they are.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I ain't gay like him. Tell you that 100.
I don't think Alberto's gay.
Yeah, okay, man. You say so.
He might be virgin, but I don't think he's gay.
Bro, you could be gay and be a virgin at the same time, man.
That's true. Bob, what's up, man? What are you doing? Jersey Bob, chilling in Jersey. You're biased, Dwayne. What Dwayne?
Yeah, but I saw that kid on the show yesterday, man. I used like I think he could do a better job, and somebody needs to school him a little bit better. And what he
Tito Mercado?
Yeah, because I think he's a talent. I'm not gonna say he's not. But
Ernesto. His name's Ernesto. I guess.
Ernesto. I think it's actually his middle or his first or second last name is De Jesus.
He's from California. Almost all knockouts. Well, that's an impressive record.
Yeah, I mean,
who you talking about?
Tito Mercado.
What's he fight at?
Mercado could scrap, yo.
Who'd he fight though?
Mercado, he looked like he could scrap so far.
That's the biggest name I know of. They found Nicotili or whatever that guy's name is. The guy that
Nakathaila or whatever.
There you go.
Nah, y'all messed it up. Nakatali. Yeah.
Oh,
Henry Lundy. I mean, he knocked out everybody except who didn't he knock out?
That's the I know that he's really fought.
Wow. Okay.
So
he's young.
Talent. But
Ernesto.
yeah, I'm trying to get a fight with the champion. Like, bro, you only ranked number 14th in one in one sanctioning body, barely number 14.
Right.
IBF. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you should be, like somebody needs to go like, yo, man, I'm trying to call out to get into the top 10, blah, blah, blah. But everybody's trash. Everybody's like, dude, you ain't fought nobody.
Oh, that was this day, Joe? Tyson got nailed by that uppercut. He still fucked Tony Tucker up and took his title. So
Yeah. Tucker
that
could
before?
box. Tucker's a slept on heavyweight. He could box. He just that Jerry curl juice just would get him in trouble in certain
Is that the
battles.
same Tucker? Is that the same Tucker Larry Holmes drop kick?
Yeah.
But that was Burbick. That was Trevor Burbick.
You talk about Trevor Burbick. Yeah.
Okay.
He ran over and he jumped off a car and fucking.
And he thinking about Mitch Green is who he thinking about.
Probably.
He said Larry Holmes. Yeah. You talking about when
Larry
Tyson
Holmes did that.
jumped
Larry
off the
Holmes,
car.
No, that was Larry Holmes.
That was
Larry
Holmes
did it
jumped
too.
off and kicked, drop kicked
Trevor Burbick.
Trevor Burbick, yeah.
I remember that too.
And Tyson
The
fought.
Eastern assassin is acting a fool. That's what the one did.
Tucker got no power. I mean, I don't know
It's
what
supposed to be on HBO. That's my big black behind. That's my man, Black. My favorite heavy.
Tony Tucker
heavy
fought into too late. I feel like he fought into the 2000s almost. No, 98. Yeah, almost.
We still have no path to where Top Rank is going.
No, we don't.
They dropped Keon Davis.
That's because Keon did too much.
Keon or Kelvin? Keon, the younger one.
Keyshawn, you talking? Oh, you talking about his brother?
Yeah, the younger one. They dropped him.
Yeah, his brother lost that night, man.
No, the younger one, the good one.
Yeah,
the big kid. He's like 147, I think he is.
Yeah,
and he was on his Instagram free agent. So apparently, Top Rank, he broke up that group. So now we don't need those distractions.
Damn.
But I still don't know where is Top Rank headed. You know what I mean? And I would hope it'd be like Netflix or the Zone. It's got to be one of the two because I'm tired of paying extra. Have another app, bro. This is crazy. If they go to another app, that means we got to get that app. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
See, that's what they used to doing, though. You know what I'm saying? They, like I said, the new generation, they grew up watching these applications, like we just discussed earlier. We had televisions in our house. Most of them, they got phones and computers. So it's not the same how you would sell or market a fight and stuff like that.
But if they put it on Netflix, imagine Netflix picks some up. That would be great.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, Tucker only lost to Mike Tyson when he fought Lewis.
Yeah,
that's right.
Tucker was good.
Did I do a video of Wilder Fury 1? I wasn't doing content when that fight. What year was that fight? 2000? That's right before I started.
Oh, I think so. Tucker at that time.
2000, not 2000.
When I think back, he reminded me of like a Lennox Lewis, like a busier Lennox Lewis.
2018, no?
He was always behind his jab. His right hand was nasty.
Yeah, that was before I was doing, way before I was doing content. Yep. Nope, I didn't do it. I could go back and do it, but that was kind of a boring fight, except for the couple knockdowns. It was just Fury outboxing him on the outside. It was kind of boring. What's up, Rodriguez? Jackson TV. Look at him on his smooth shit on a balcony somewhere in, where is that? Texas? Thailand? I don't know. What's up, Joaquin? What up? How we doing, everybody? Yeah. Nah, Tyson was Tucker was good. You remember Henry Akinwante?
Henry, say it one more time. It was breaking up.
Akinwante.
Puerto Rican name is that?
No, African.
I'm just saying.
Nah, he's from Africa. Yeah, he had a big right hand. Why his career was like real short too? Like he didn't.
Nah, he actually fought 20 years.
30-something times. Yeah,
never heard of him. He lost to Lennox Lewis because he wouldn't stop holding. That was his first loss. He just kept, and he was 6'7". He was taller than Lennox. He just kept holding and holding. They disqualified him. He knocked out my man Jeremy.
You know who I'm messing it up. I'm thinking of Ike Abiabuchi.
No, that was a different dude.
I'm thinking of Ike. Yeah, I'm messed him up. I'm like, yo,
the Nigerian Nightmare, right? I think they called him.
Yeah,
That's
I'm mixing him up with Ike.
No,
Yeah, and that's
Nigerian
not him.
Nightmare is Sam Peter.
No, Ikebuchi was called the Nigerian. Also,
No,
he
Ikebuchi was the president. You're fucking with the wrong guy here, HLD. I know this stuff.
Bro, he was the Nigerian Nightmare too.
Nope. Ibeabuchi was the president, and what's his face? Sam Peters, the Nigerian Nightmare. Look it up. I'll wait.
I'm doing so right now.
Right. Hold on.
I know for a fact. I've interviewed those guys.
Yeah.
Actually, I never interviewed Sam Peter, but he fought my man Jeremy Williams. He's knocked him out.
Am I confusing with the running back?
Sam had a lot of power. I remember.
Yeah, Ibeabuchi called himself the president, and he would literally like think he was really the president. He had mental issues.
I'm not thinking of Ike Corte either. I'm thinking of the heavyweight. Ike
Corte, I don't know what his nickname was, if he even had one. I don't
the
remember.
bazooka. Remember he had that
Corte.
jab.
That's right. No, you got it. Ike Bazooka Corte. Yeah.
But I'm mixing. Why am I thinking of Ike when you said Henry? What?
I don't know. Well, they're all fucking African. Confusing the African fighters. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What up, Charles?
Yeah.
Bazooka. Yeah, it was Bazooka. Some cool nicknames in history. The Surgeon. Do you guys remember who the Surgeon was? First man to beat Julio Cesar Chavez.
You talking about? Oh, you talking about Frankie?
That's what I want to call Xander, the Surgeon.
There you go, Frankie.
Randall.
There you go. Yep.
Randall.
Absolutely. That's a cool one. Do you remember
twice and they gave?
Here's one: the Atlantic City Express.
The Chinese food.
Who was the Atlantic City Express?
Chinese food restaurant. Heavyweight. Come on, I know Joe's gonna know this. Joe, Atlantic City Express. He knows all this shit. Heavyweight.
I don't think so.
Muscle bound, dude.
I'm gonna go look.
Yep, Joe got it. Bruce Seldon is correct. Some of the cool nicknames. So some of the best nicknames were, I feel like, the least known fighters. You got some, I mean, even some current nicknames. What are some current cool nicknames? You don't really have that many current ones.
Yeah, you don't have any fighters that are worth the name. The problem was my joint. Adrian Broner had the one.
Bruce Seldon's from around your neck of the woods, Bob.
The problem, Broner. Who else?
William Vampire Johnson. Never heard of that. The Hispanic causing panic. Never heard that before.
Heard of that.
HLD.
That's a podcast.
That's HLD's nickname. Who the hell is that?
Hispanic causing panic.
Hands of Stone. Do you guys remember who the Little Hands of Stone was?
Devin Haney.
Michael Carbajal, baby. I just seen him at AZ.
There you go. That's exactly who it was.
Just
Little
back
Hands of Stone.
Little Hands of Stone.
Piedras, and then I don't know how you say little.
Chiquito.
Un chiquito manos de piedras.
Yeah. Chiquito mano de piedra.
Yeah. So you have him.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my name for
Chiquito
shit. Yeah, bro. That's why I'm like, why?
What about, can't you say pequeño too?
Yeah, you can. But I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, you guys don't say pequeño? That's
no,
what
we do. But I'm saying
pequeño means like tiny, like minuscule. That's what pequeño means.
Okay.
No, pequeñito means minuscule. Pequeño más o menos.
Yeah, you should have said the right. You should have said the right Spanish when you were doing the interview, HLD. What happened? No, I'm joking.
How about the quiet man?
Quiet man.
John Ruiz?
There you go.
Mike
You got
McCallum.
it. John Ruiz. Now, Mike McCallum was the body snatcher.
Yeah.
See, I don't think we have
Cobra Curry.
We don't have these nicknames anymore. All right, here we go. Tommy Hearns had 2 nicknames.
You want me to say them?
Both of them.
I'll say the difficult one. The Motor City Cobra.
Okay, and then the other one?
Damn, that bro, that's like from back in the day.
Y'all better know that.
Shit.
The other one is the Hitman. That was the most
The
notable.
Hitman Tommy Hearn.
But what was that first one, bro?
Motor City
That first
Cobra.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all remember when they would play that song too? That song would come on. Detroit would get elected. No, it's the Motor City Cobra. Tommy Hearns.
All right, here we go.
Is that from the? Is that like from early, like late 70s, early 80s type of
Here we
shit
go.
right
I'm going to
there?
do this. I'm going to hit Joe up because Joe knows history like I do. Joe, what was Jack Johnson's nickname? Don't look it up. Jack Johnson's. Let's see. Come on, Joe. You think you know? Well, let's see if you know. Let's see if Joe knows. Do Joe know? Mo. Then Marco.
Don't know Doctor.
Come on.
Does Joe just know Marco? Come
Ready?
on,
Whoa.
Joe.
Come on, Joe. Jack Johnson. What's his nickname? I think you're going to look it up, though. Yep, he got it. I knew he'd get it. Galveston Giant. All right, here we go. Jack Dempsey's nickname. Jack Dempsey. Come on, Joe. You Irish bastard, you. Come on. The Atomic Bull. Come on, get out of here, Bob. That's easy. Easy. Oliver McCall. That's a dope one, though. That's Oliver McCall, but that's a really dope nickname because he's from Chicago, so he's a bull. Manasseh Mauler. That's right, Joe. Joe knows. Joe knows. Bo knows and Joe knows. Yeah, man. Some of these, they don't do nicknames anymore. Like, let's think of all the great fighters right now. Do any of them even have nicknames? King Ryan, I guess. He's not great, but Bud, that's a nickname, but that's how he grew up. It's not a boxing nickname.
Devin the Dream Haney.
The Dream. Usyk doesn't have one.
Dream.
Yeah, he's the cat. Usyk is the cat.
I never heard that before.
No, Usyk, he's the Joker, bro.
Inouye's the monster. He has one. Benavidez is the Mexican monster. Bam is Bam. Bam's nickname is Bam. Right?
That's a good nickname. Bam is a great nickname.
Yeah, his name is Jesse. Yeah. Let's go through all the top guys right now. All the potential top guys. Boots is Boots.
Javante Tank Davis.
Tank. I guess they all do have nicknames, huh?
Yeah, they do. It's just they're not like back in the day. Dynamite, Michael Dokes, or Tony TNT Tucker, stuff like that.
Yep, Jake Paul's a problem child.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder, yep, the Bronze Bomber.
What was Teofimo Lopez's?
The Takeover.
The Takeover. That's right.
Yeah. Shakur does not have one.
No, he doesn't.
Shakur Stevens. Nah.
He didn't want that. He says it sounds gay.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody, you fighting somebody and you sugar? Yeah, you should. Like,
you got sugar in your tank.
Yeah. So he said that. I'm like, okay, bro. I think I was trying to give it to him. Showbiz was trying to give
Bum Langa is kind of catching on. Sorry.
That's bad news.
For him.
Hey, man, I saw a video of him yesterday, man, and as much as I don't like him, the guy, man, when you got health, you're getting paid, and you got a beautiful bad bitch with you, having fun through life, taking L's at the job ain't nothing, bro. It's irrelevant. Dude, bro,
I like Langa.
You need to see his video with his wife, bro. That was smoking hot. I'm like, bro, we pondering more about his loss than he is, bro.
I mean, we don't know what is going on inside. I'm sure he's taking it hard, but maybe not. Bro, he fucking celebrated the Canelo loss, so who knows? This is a whole different game, though. This is against.
Look at that IG video, man. You'll see what I'm talking about.
No, I saw it already. He's sitting there on the beach. He has a drink in his hand or coffee.
No, the one with his wife dancing with him in front of her.
Oh, and I saw one where he's sitting there with like a cappuccino in his hand or some shit.
No, he was acting stupid down.
Every time a Berlanga gets his line.
Clarissa, not enough. Oh, that's terrible, Joe. Clarissa's the GWOAT.
Yeah,
Outlaws. Bro, she bought that name. Yeah, nobody gave her that name or anything like that.
Yeah. She earned it. She whooped all these girls.
She trademarked it, is what she did.
She beat these girls up, man. She was whooping
nobody up, bro.
She been whooping weave out girls' hair. She been whooping blonde chunks out girls' hair. She been whooped everybody.
Tom Cruise's hair out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking. Obviously, I'm not black, so I don't know. But like, let me ask you. I mean, you're not a girl, so you wouldn't know either. But maybe you do. Why is that so embarrassing when the hair comes out?
Well, no shit. You have a toupee.
In fact, girls that take it off, but because you're parading around with this store-bought hair, and somebody pull it off, and now
Well,
you're bald headed damn near. So
so
yeah,
that's why. Well, not pull off. Like if it falls. Like, do you ever see the video of this one girl? She's talking. I don't even know who she is. A black girl. She's talking, and her hair just slips down and
Oh
falls.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why is that? And she was so. I'm like, and I'm not. I'm literally asking, like, why is that such an embarrassing thing?
But ask yourself, if you have a toupee on, bro, and you going around,
But there's a difference. I'm not
and it
bald.
falls off.
I'm
No,
not bald, and people know that most like people with
Parading
coarse
something
hair
fake.
who have straight hair, it's a weave or a wig. Like people know that. Why is
And
that
then
such
if
a?
the girl has a very short hair, maybe all the way down, and especially in the black community, the some girls just have very, very, very short hair.
But I get if she
And
has a
it doesn't
bald
look
spot,
good.
right? I get that. That's
but it doesn't
embarrassing.
oh, it
look
looks good if you fade it, but I mean, you just gotta, you Tribe Called Quest had the answer for you. If it's not long, then your best bet is to, you know,
I
so
don't know. I just don't.
braid,
I don't.
whatever have you. But when the weave fall off, especially when it's during fights, is usually the
There we
funniest
go.
part.
This is what CJ said.
You
Short
know,
hairs are feminine. Okay, CJ, I got you now. He explained. I just didn't get why, because
short
whenever
hair
I've seen
isn't
that
feminine.
happen,
He crazy.
like the girls
Bro,
always
it's
get super
embarrassing, bro.
embarrassed.
It's like if your pants fall down, bro. Come on. It's not, bro.
Yeah,
You don't want that shit to happen.
I mean,
yeah.
Simple as that.
I get if you're bald, right? But when it's just when you have hair, it's just short. That's what I don't get. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but
saying?
it's probably not upkept properly, or it's very short. That
Maybe,
doesn't
yeah,
look good,
yeah.
bro.
Okay.
I
Women,
mean, it
bro. I
looks
mean,
good if
shit.
you look good. If you're a fine girl, it looks good
Women,
whether you're bald headed or whether you got hair. But some of them
women.
get embarrassed when you done threw that
I
weave
guess
in
it's
there, and
like
then you
I guess
fighting and
it's like
somebody jank it out.
I guess it's like they'd be embarrassed if they have fake eyelashes and those fall off. I guess it's kind of the same thing.
Bro,
Yeah,
like I said,
same thing.
you ever, when you, I don't know about you, but I know that, girls take 5 hours just to get ready before they step out the fucking streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
that they
true.
give a shit. They give a shit about their appearance,
Yeah, that's
as
true.
they should,
That's
as
true.
they should. And
The button.
I'm okay with that. I mean, yeah, she hasn't been. Now she did. Now that she wasn't embarrassed, and we're like, okay, man, you don't give a shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, if
yeah.
your butt injection deflates in front of everybody, you're gonna, we knew you had a butt injection,
And
but
I
it deflated.
understand in that case getting the weave beat off of you, like, okay, that's maybe a little embarrassing. But the ones where they just kind of fall off by mistake, I don't know.
It's
You're
just
not
funny.
supposed to.
It's
It's
fun.
funny for
It's
us,
like
but it
Albert
ain't
and
funny for them,
Costello, the
bro.
Three Stooges. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I didn't
funny.
know that was Clarissa. They fought in their first fight. Their first pro fight was against. They were the two best in the division. I remember asking. Interviewed Franchon. I was like, why'd you choose Clarissa for your first? Like, shouldn't you guys build it up and make it a? I forgot what she said, but they just went at it. HLD got a BBL.
What was that again?
He said
That's a
you got a
big booty lift.
BBL. He said you
She
got
got the booty lift.
Yeah,
He said you got the Brazilian butt lift, HLD.
Yeah, that. Yo, you got the Albertos of the world doing that shit, bro.
The Albertos.
Dudes don't do that. Do they?
Yeah, they got guys doing that shit.
I
The
didn't know
Albertos,
guys did
they're
that.
the Alberto type. You know what I mean?
I don't know if Alberto's gay. Like I said, he might be virgin, but I don't think he's gay.
But
he might
yeah,
be.
Berto, you do your thing.
I'm not
Stay
into that,
pilot.
bro. I have no. I want.
Yeah, I think
want
the
nothing.
Atomic Bull might be one of the dopest nicknames.
I like the Atomic Bull. Man, the Body Snatcher was so dope to me.
I like the body snatch.
I guess. I don't think he was even that vicious.
Especially if you could represent the name, like you cleaning everybody
Think
out.
about, yeah. I mean, well, and he did it to my favorite fighter because Donald Curry at the time was my favorite fighter. And when he stretched him out like that, remember when he hit him, Donald fell flat and his hands went straight up and down? I said,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, I did a video on that. I said he was glitching like a malfunctioning drone. That's the way it looked like.
Yeah. Curry was my dude. The Cobra, man. We didn't think nobody could beat the Cobra. We thought he was too fast.
Yep.
Ate him up.
Matter of fact, you just inspired me to play it. Let's fucking play it. Let's do it. This was such a dope fight. Here we go. Here we go.
An enthralling come from behind victory. 1987. Donald Curry starts by landing a pull counter that shakes Mike McCallum like an Etch-a-Sketch. before seeing Donald glide out of range with the smoothness of Usher on stage. Curry then swiftly teleports in like Nightcrawler and lands a combination before disappearing in a puff of smoke like he's Dumbledore. The two super welterweights quickly find a phone booth like they've gone over their Verizon minutes. The 31-0 Jamaican native then lands a snapping left as the two trade premium leather like they're at SneakerCon, which sees Donald connect with cinder blocks upstairs as the body snatcher tenderizes Curry's ribs like he's Emerald Lagasse. Curry then lands another pull counter before slipping out of range like he's using T-Mobile. The Texas native then peppers Mike like a Caesar salad from the outside while utilizing slick defensive movement. But Donald then makes the mistake of locking horns again, enabling McCallum to swell his liver up like hepatitis B. Curry then detonates a lightning bolt right hand that short circuits McCallum's knees like he got hit with a stun gun. Donald continues blasting Mike with cinder blocks that leave him waving in the air like a palm tree surviving Hurricane Sandy. But McCallum absorbs the damage like a roll of Charmin and returns more spiteful counters than a divorce attorney. The two junior middleweights then step toe-to-toe and proceed to bang like Southside Crips in Inglewood. Curry again lands jackhammers that sway McCallum's body like he's a marionette doll. He then aims his scope downstairs, tenderizing Mike's body like a rare sirloin. Donald follows up with bricks that reset Mike like a Windows 95 reboot. McCallum then shifts to his specialty as he damages Donald's liver worse than a fifth of Everclear. But Curry answers right back like he's a hormonal teenager, once again rocking Mike, leaving him looking like he's headbanging to Led Zeppelin. But Donald stays patient as he methodically pieces McCallum up like a Kit Kat, as he also lands repeated right hands over and over, making Mike feel like he's in Groundhog Day. And then in round 5, McCallum times Curry with Rolex precision as he times him pulling back with an atom bomb left hook that bedrocks Donald like he's Fred Flintstone, leaving Curry flatly sprawled out looking like he's making snow angels. This fistful of night forces Richard Steele to count Curry out.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of where his hand was up. That was a different one.
You talking about when he was in the red shorts, and I can't remember who he was fighting.
I just did that one. Yeah, who the fuck was that? Fuck.
Oh, who was he fighting? That was like the last knockout.
Was it Julian
Curry
Jackson?
was my man. I don't think Julian did it to him. But he shook him like an Etch-a-Sketch.
He sure did. He sure did. The
That's
cinnamon duck. Who the fuck is the cinnamon duck?
Canelo?
Is that Canelo?
Oh, okay. You guys knew it right away. That's not an official nickname, but okay.
I ain't never known anybody else named Canelo.
That's another parent nickname as opposed to because his hair is red.
Milton McCrory?
Right.
Milton McCrory. I remember Milton.
Too Sharp. Yeah, that's who Prince Nassim knocked out to grab the IBF.
Donald Curry knocked out Milton McCrory, not the other way around.
Is that the one maybe that where he's, let me see, do I have that one? No, I only have one.
And they had that, man. You had Aaron Superman Davis, Lloyd Honeycutt Honeycutt, Mark Breland, and what's his name?
Didn't have a nickname, I don't think.
No, he did.
Comes off mute as a fact checker.
And Marlon, yeah, them dudes was going
Lights
at
Out is pretty dope.
Yeah, Lights Out is dope.
Which is funny because he stopped being a knockout artist soon after. But even that, like he had already had like 60 fucking fights up until that point when he started getting, overweight and fighting guys way bigger, so he was unable to knock him out.
But he was beating up the heavyweights, James was. Crazy.
Yeah, but no, he did. Macho Camacho was dope for sure.
Yeah, that's a dope.
Macho time.
Yeah, Macho time. You guys loved him on the island, huh?
You know
Macho-
what? He did because he was he was a good dude. He was a good dude.
Yeah, he
You
was.
know, he was flamboyant, this and that, but he wasn't a Berlanga. I'll tell you that.
Nah, I
Yeah,
mean, he
Macho
was.
was. He
I
could
remember there was
fight.
a,
Charismatic. He was just charismatic, and he could fight.
there was a press conference he was at, and somebody was. It might have been against. Did he ever fight Vinny Pazienza?
Yeah.
I think it was against Vinny, and then Macho. They were talking shit. Macho goes, "Hey, old man, be cool," and he kicks the chair. I remember
Yeah.
that. Be cool when he kicks it, like he was starting to get annoyed. I think it was against Vinny.
True,
Did he beat Vinny?
New Yorican, that I can tell you, man.
Macho was zooted all the time. When I met him, we didn't get along. He he just had a, you know, which was never would never take away from me from touting his career. It was a great career. He did his thing, but he looking at me all. Cause we was in the mall out here, and he looking at me all crazy, and then he flip his little curl on his front head up and walk away. You know how I used to do it. I'm like, what's wrong with you, B? Like, yo, you out your mind? And I'm with my girl. My girl, like, don't fight him. I'm like, I'm not. I said, he actually a legend, but he acting weird as hell. So
he didn't lose until Greg Haugen beat him. He only has,
yeah.
His record's crazy. 79 wins, 6 losses.
Yeah.
And the 6 of them were like, I mean, De La Hoya and Chavez and Trinidad. I mean, those are legend in his, but in his prime.
But he was way over the hill. Like if he had been in his prime, it looked like he would have won those fights too.
His prime was more like 82 through 86.
Right, because he lost. His first loss was 91 against. He was 38-0, Hector, before he lost.
But I think at a 130, all time great.
Yeah, like
I
how
think
old was he?
Pryor would have beat him, but that's it.
Let's see.
But that's because that's my coach and that's my guy.
Oh yeah, well, that's another like 3 weight classes above.
62.
Yeah.
So he was. It was 29 when he took his first loss, which back then was kind of near the end of your career. 29, 30. Once you hit about 30, people started saying you're about ready to go.
Over the hill, That's how we looked at you.
Pretty impressive, 38-0. And I don't know. I mean, I think he had a lot of What's his knockout percentage?
Early on, he was knocking them out. Late, he was kind of just taking them the distance. He didn't have the power at that higher weight.
Right, exactly. That's a fact. The Flushing Flash is a good one too. That's right, Bob.
Kevin Kelly, boy, yeah.
Prince. I love Prince Nassim. That's just simple.
What was Nigel Benn? The Dark Destroyer.
Yeah, that was cool. Dark Destroyer was cool. Lennox
He
Lewis
come
never
out
had a
to the
nickname,
bell ring at midnight. Boom.
Lennox never had a nickname, I don't think.
The washed-up fighter killer.
Joe Louis never had a nickname. Oh no, Joe Louis was the
That's
brown
what he
bomber.
was, man. Everybody gives
Brown
him
bomber.
a lot of, but all he did is fight a whole bunch of washed-up names.
Rocky Marciano. Oh yeah, he was the Brockton Blockbuster, which is fucking stupid. But...
That's whack. Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. The Lion of London. All right.
Oh yeah,
that's a good name if you're traveling, right? I mean, you're going into other backyards.
But nobody
like
would if you told me that, I wouldn't have known that's Lennox. I don't think that was a really known.
Nah, we didn't call him that, but I heard him say that one time.
The Booty Warrior. That's what Alberto's nickname.
Y'all stupid.
I'll give you one of my favorites, Chris Eubank, Simply the Best. He came out to that. Was it Aretha Franklin song?
Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin. Did you say Aretha?
Bro, that dude got
Tina Turner. Tina Turner, but come on now.
What? Hold on. This is Simply the Best by
Tina Turner. He said Aretha Franklin. Aretha, he done mixed them.
my fault.
They all look the same to these fools, man. What's up, man?
The real
There's something going on there.
The real deal's okay.
Pac-Man.
wasn't bad.
Marvelous. My
That's
man,
dope. Well,
Marvelous.
he changed his name to officially be Marvelous.
I would have did it too. Yeah. And what he say?
Marvelous
I need him up like
Marvin
Pac-Man,
Hagler.
Tony. You know how I do him?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I must be the greatest. You don't look that great, Ali, to me. So how it goes.
That
Hey,
was funny,
that
Mike.
Hagler one is
No,
that Hagler one is
that's who
crazy.
you sound like, man.
Which
How we
one?
go sell, bro?
Yeah.
Hagler.
Yeah.
So you know the story
Hagler,
about that, right,
Marvelous.
Marco?
No.
So he was fighting on ABC What Ruled the Sports, and they didn't want to put him on TV on the screen. They didn't want to bill him as Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and his opponent was a guy whose name was William Caveman Lee, but they billed him as Caveman Lee. So he's like, "What the fuck? Why don't you guys?" So then he was like, "Okay." So then he went and he had it legally changed. So now every time he'd go on TV, they have to bill him that way because that's his legal name.
Marvelous Marvin.
Yeah, I remember that. They didn't want to do it. Wait, why didn't they want to do it?
They didn't want to build.
They just didn't want to give him credence the same way they was dissing Pryor. Remember, they was, Mr. Alexis Arguello, Aaron Pryor.
Mo Brains is your fact checker, bro. Man, comes off on he has some little something we don't know shit about.
No, I knew that. I knew that story.
Bro.
I knew
He's a
that
good
story.
historian.
Yeah, he does though. He knows a lot. The Aaron the Hawk Pryor wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I think what's important is that when that name matches, like either something about your persona or something about your name in itself. But but if you don't have something like like that doesn't have nothing to do with you, it just sounds corny.
True.
Like Hector Macho Camacho, obviously, right? Because it flows with his last name,
right?
Right? But if your name doesn't match to your personality or something within it, it just don't make no damn sense.
Mitch Blood Green. That's kind of cool.
Blood. Macho was dope though because he just be like, "It's macho time, baby. It's macho time." Like
macho time.
Yeah.
What time is it? Macho time. What time is it? Macho time.
He had that gold plate in front of him,
Yup, so. His son.
Yeah. He stole that from Aaron, but that's okay. He did it right.
That was probably the best fighter I ever sparred was Macho's son, Macho Jr., Hector Jr.
He had some talent. I wish he would have taken it serious.
He had the fastest hands. If you look, he's on Instagram now. He has such fast fucking hands. He has really short arms, and I remember I was always faster than, and I'm not just saying, I was always faster than everybody, but he was close to, he would make me, I had to really focus to see his shit coming.
You know who reminds me of his body structure and now today? Jermaine Ortiz.
Jermaine Ortiz. Okay.
Junior. I think he was the third. But,
yeah. For real.
Yeah, that's why I said that Macho in his prime, bro. I don't think there was anybody ever faster than Camacho at 130 ever.
130.
Meldrick Taylor.
Maybe Meldrick.
Meldrick was the fastest. Meldrick was ridiculous fast.
Close. Camacho was pretty close. Those two are definitely top 5 fastest hands ever. You got Sugar Ray Leonard, or you got Roy Jones 1, Sugar 2, probably Camacho, Taylor. Who's 5? Who'd be the 5th? Fastest ever.
Fastest
one. Floyd. Floyd had pretty fast hands.
But I wouldn't put him. Oh, I would put Amir Khan might be up there. He was super fast.
Khan was fast. Pacquiao was fast too. But
I think Khan was
both
fast.
of them. You're probably right. I think their detriment is they both roll at this shit. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Pacquiao threw straight punches, so that's inherently gonna make the punches faster because they're not looping; they're coming straight. Khan would throw fucking any punch would be super fast.
Fastest one hand, I'm gonna give it to Ryan Garcia.
You might be the fastest one puncher. I mean, I think Roy is faster, but Ryan's second.
Oh, he's right. I mean, because
Judah. He left Zab out of it.
Zab's up there
too. Zab complete speed, yeah.
Yep,
Zab super Judah.
Pound for pound, guys, Mike Tyson and Michael Dokes, super fast. They were heavyweights, but pound for pound,
Yeah.
Dokes was ridiculous.
Dokes was fast. Chris
And
Bird
it,
was really fast too for heavyweight, but he wasn't a real
yeah,
heavyweight, so that doesn't really count to me.
Bird was more of a his boxing ability was just so up to par. I really wish he would have dropped the cruiserweight or light heavy, because he you couldn't outbox him. You just would catch him because he couldn't punch at that weight. He was trash at that weight, power wise. He could box his
Right.
hiney off though.
Yeah. True. True that. True that. All right, fellas,
His
I'm gonna wrap
dad
it
and
up.
his mom
Oh
be in
man,
there
I was about
repping
to say the
still
same.
too.
I gotta get into a meeting here in a minute.
All
So
right,
guys,
people.
Yeah.
I will talk to you guys tonight. Appreciate you
peace,
guys as
peace.
usual.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.